Beach Bowl like no other. I think it's safe to say the first time in Beach Bowl history, maybe in the entire history of these two teams playing before it was the official Beach Bowl, that they don't have a win. But regardless, I think it's safe to throw out the records tonight because this is one where you try to spoil the other one's season. And I'm telling you, when you look at these two team schedules, this may be their last opportunity to get a win. It's going to be tough.
It's a big night. I mean, one team will get themselves a win, so it's going to be very interesting. And we're going to talk about some keys to victory in just a moment. But first, of course, we go to Derek Diamond, who's got the sideline report.
Thanks, guys. Good to be with you here on the sidelines. Christian, you mentioned both teams 0-7 coming into this game. Gulf Breeze looking for their first win over Navarre since 2021, which was featured on Friday Night Rivals back in 2021. Should be a great night for football. Beautiful weather. Back to you.
All right, thanks much, Derek. Looking forward to hearing from you throughout the evening. So, Jeff, let's talk about keys to victory, and both teams would love to get one. Let's start with the visitors, Gulf Breeze. They're 0-7. The offense hasn't looked great. How do they get a win tonight?
Look, let me look about. Get the notes out of here. Listen, you're 0-7. You have nothing to lose tonight. I don't have any stats for you for Gulf Breeze right here. It's been a tough season, to say the very least. This is your rival. You're on the road. You'd love nothing more to spoil the senior night here, by the way. An 0-7 senior night to get that big win tonight. Tell you what, for the Dolphins, hey, lay it all on the line tonight.
Yeah, nothing to lose, right?
Absolutely.
Sitting at 0-7. So now for Navarre, same situation, also 0-7, and it's senior night. So how do they make sure they salvage something by winning this rivalry game?
Last week, we've talked to a few people. Part of this Navarre program was probably their worst game they played in a long time. Just could not figure it out. 11 yards total offense.
Incredible.
Negative yards rushing. We're talking about the Jets in the NFL, how everybody made fun of. That happened again at Crestview. They got blown out. Okay, it is what it is. Refresh. You're playing your rival. We had Navarre here a couple weeks ago against Escambia, and they gave Escambia everything they won in the first half. They got wore out in the second half. I think tonight that Navarre defense, that front seven is very talented. I think they have a great night tonight. And on offense, look out for wide receiver, senior wide receiver Marquez White. That young man, if he separates himself in this game, I tell you what, it's Navarre big.
He can play. All right, so there you have the keys to victory. We call it a rivalry, folks. Of course, every team that wins on Friday Night Rivals gets a trophy, but for this particular game, these teams have a separate trophy, the Beach Bowl trophy. So somebody's walking away with a couple of pieces of hardware tonight, and perhaps more importantly, their first and maybe even only win of the season. Kickoff is coming up. Friday Night Rivals, Gulf Breeze at Navarre. It's the Beach Bowl, and it's next.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Oh, wow, 86.
Good for him. Welcome back. Halloween, 2 weeks from tonight, and you can see the Navarre Raiders feeling it, folks.
That was a real guy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he was. Never mind. We'll talk about that after the game, I guess.
I'd love to know what you were going to say. I actually had a joke myself, and I was like,
I saw you hold back. I did see you hold back.
Glad you guys are with us here as both teams are heading out onto the field. Navarre won the coin toss moments ago. They deferred, so we're going to see the Gulf Breeze offense out on the field first. Gulf Breeze offense led by quarterback Beckett Smith. So we'll see Mr. Smith out there. See if the Dolphins can find a way to get something going. It has been a long season for both of these teams, 0-7. And it's notable, Jeff. I mean, I've been doing this this show with you for about 6 years. You've been doing it for longer than that. And there are plenty of years where these are two of the better teams in the area. Yeah. This is not the norm.
This is usually two teams that obviously, one, Navarre being a 6A, Gulf Breeze being a 5A. The playoffs, these two teams are going to go to the playoffs, so this is just one of those fun bowl games, essentially. And great rivalry, always fun. Both crowds do a great job, pack out. No matter if it's a Gulf Breeze or Navarre, it's just always one we look forward to.
Totally, 100%.
Well, this year's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit of a bummer for sure, but at the same time, both teams being 0-7 in this sort of classic rivalry does add a little spice to the game.
It does. It's a unique wrinkle.
For sure. If we were saying before the game, if one of the teams was 1-6 and the other one's 0-7, it's not the same.
Yeah.
The fact that they're both winless and may struggle to find another opportunity to win with a few games remaining. Tonight's maybe the chance. Somebody's winning tonight, although apparently that we could have a tie.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Hopefully we don't. We are underway and ready to roll here.
How about that? Great kick.
Yeah, kickoff fielded back at the 5-yard line. Nice little scamper up the sidelines for Caleb Carter, the junior, and the Gulf Breeze Dolphins going to come out onto the field at about the 25-yard line, so kind of the same as a touchback.
Yeah, this is a team that averages about 6-7 points a game. They haven't really lit it up this year. The most points they've scored so far was in a loss to Washington, 34-16. So it's been tough. We talked about that enough. We'll harp on that at times. But this is a team that, again, I mentioned in the open, you just got nothing to lose tonight.
Yeah.
Throw everything out. Don't go back and watch the film anymore. Let's just go. You know what? I'm sure Coach had a great week of practice. You don't have to get guys up.
No doubt.
For this game, for sure.
And right off the bat, I'll tell you that that is not Beckett Smith. That is Jackson Winkler at quarterback. Yeah, another Winkler. Oh, and he nearly throws a pick off the helmet right there off the bat. So that is not who we were given. We were told Beckett Smith would be the starting quarterback. But
there you see the Gulf Breeze offense. So we'll swap Beckett Smith for Jackson Winkler right there. Tyler Lynch, Kai Kyle, Caleb Carter, Camden Morowski, Troy Matlock, Jaden Gomes, Braden Jackson, Dash Hendrickson, Cole Likes, and John Rowley finishes up the offensive line. The starting lineup sponsored by Florida Insurance Agency.
Okay. So the incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 here, and Ramari McCray is in the backfield there with Winkler. 2nd down and 10. Gulf Breeze still making some changes. We play clock down to 5 here. They need to figure this out, or they're not going to get this play off. Hate to call a timeout immediately, and they're not going to, and that's a penalty. That's going to be a delay of game, as they were very confused about what they wanted to do. And so they're going to lose a few yards on this one. Not what they're looking for. Some immediate confusion here, but looks like they did take the timeout.
Okay, they gave the timeout.
So Gulf Breeze gets the timeout there, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
All right, well, not the start the Dolphins wanted. They run one play and incompletion, and then with a near delay of game, they get the timeout as the play clock got down to 0, and so it'll be 2nd and 10, but some immediate confusion, and now they're ready to roll here. Winkler out of the gun, going to keep it on the ground here. Nice little misdirection here, and that's number 14, Camden Urowski on the carry, picks up a couple. It's a nice play design. Yeah,
Navarre ready for that one. Obviously a little misdirection, a little trickeration in the backfield. Runs up to the short side, but this is the Navarre defense. I mentioned the front seven pretty darn good. Bryce Wheeler, man, it's a sack machine, by the way. Isaiah Kisena, Paul Wilden, Matthew Lee, Landon Johns, Braden Thiessen, Ryder Longo, Chase Moses, Jacob Bishop, Jaden Jones, and Zeke Burgess. Boy, Burgess in that secondary, one of the elite corners for sure. And again, that's our starting lineup, sponsored by Florida Insurance Agency.
All right, 3rd down and 9. Jeff, I find it interesting that you're talking about the Navarre front seven being strong. You just mentioned in the backfield there. And yet they haven't won. But the defense, it sounds like, in your opinion, is a pretty good D.
Well, again, I talk about it. I can harp on this. We've mentioned it before, and people
delay a game. Golf Breeze. 5-yard penalty remains 3rd down.
The Navarre schedule hasn't been anything easy. Catholic to start off the year. Choctaw, my goodness.
Yeah, they're great.
Rolling through everybody.
Yep.
Mosley, same thing. Milton, Tate, Escambia, Crestview, Golf Breeze this week. Then guess what? They got Pace and Niceville to finish out their season on the road.
That's a tough schedule. That's actually one of the toughest schedules. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, so listen, Gulf Breeze, this time they do get the delay of game. They lose 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd down and 15. Here's Winkler, and he's going to throw.
There he is.
And it's a completed pass to Morosky, who will be just short of the 1st down. They needed 15. They got about 13, so that's going to make it 4th and a couple. Nice play, though.
Yeah, pretty positive play. Looks like going to take no chances and bring out the punt team here.
That said, though, Jeff,
that's the momentum.
Yeah,
that's something to build on.
Like that's good. Yeah, for sure.
So again, we talk about Gulf Breeze. They played South Walton, Tate, Pace, Washington, Niceville, West Florida, Milton. They got Navarre tonight. They go to Mosley next week, and they're back home to finish the year out against PHS.
Okay. Marquez White is back at the 25-yard line and ready to make a play for the Raiders. Get the offense on the field for the first time in front of this home crowd here in the Beach Bowl. Punt is going to be short, I think, of Marquez. Takes a great bounce there from Gulf Breeze all the way down to the 20-yard line exactly. So that's where the Navarre Raiders are going to get the offense out onto the field. White doesn't get his opportunity, at least not there, but certainly he may get a few chances here once they start running plays from scrimmage. On a lovely October night. Glad you are with us here.
It's Fair Week.
That's right.
Usually we're at Pine Forest or something.
I know.
Usually, you can smell the funnel cake.
I know. It's to be this far away, although, the fair is so special, Jeff. Even from Navarre, I would be shocked if the wind were blowing just right.
Just that beach breeze.
Just that beach
swirling
breeze
around.
Or to get a whiff of a corn dog, perhaps.
Maybe some pizza.
No, I don't know about pizza.
Well, Derek Chapman.
Derek telling us last week his favorite choice of food is pizza, which, by the way, I love pizza. Go get it. Why not? All right, here we go. Raiders going to keep this on the ground. Nice little cutback, picks up a couple, but not too much there for the first play, and that's number 27, Devin Watts on the carry.
Yeah, you see the Navarre offense. Starting quarterback, they'll rotate some guys, but Roman Marshall's the guy right now. Curtis Sanders, you saw him carry the football. Walker Bridges, Peyton Robinson, Zevin Jones, Jarrett Hoyla, Connor Bates, Kyle Hughes, Marquez White. Look out. Also look out Connor Hamlin and Brody Powers. White gets all the attention, but Hamlin and Powers pretty darn good on the outside as well.
2nd down now and 7, keeping it on the ground again, and gets outside there. Nice carry, and that's going to be a Pensacola State College 1st down. Nice carry from Curtis Sanders, who's now carried a couple of times.
Curtis Sanders, the game a couple weeks ago, and we'll get to that in a second. I got to get this defense. Like Noah Perez, we talk about him a little bit later on. Jackson Rich, Nico Casanova, what a name. Cooper Allison, Ethan Geiger, Ethan Rudick, Drayden Ewing, Walker Ham, Brock Prindle, Tristan Keck, and Brody Monroe will round out this Gulf Breeze Dolphin defense. Again, Florida Insurance Agency sponsoring our starting lineups.
1st and 10, going to pass it this time. That is completed, and a nice gain of maybe just enough to move the chains again. Not sure where he stepped out. I think it will be a Pensacola State College 1st and 10, and the Raiders now pick up a 1st down on back-to-back plays out near midfield at this point to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, there he is, Marquez White. We talked about him, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to try to get him the ball as much as they can. This young man is elite. Like, you talk about there's still good players on 0-7 teams. He, by far, best player on the field tonight.
Okay, good. This time it's going to be a design
Look
run
at
and a
this.
nice effort there, crossing midfield. That's a good-looking play there as quarterback Roman Marshall able to find some room and ends up picking up enough to move the chains again. A gain of 11.
Yeah, Roman Marshall showing his rushing ability. He's a pretty good player all around. They will rotate in Allie Bryant, number 5. We saw him a couple weeks ago against Scambia. How about Curtis Sanders? Yeah, Curtis Sanders, the running back, number 22. A couple weeks against Scambia, he rushed for over 100 yards. He did very, very well. So we'll see how much they impose him tonight.
Nice little burst of energy there from Roman. He gets the first down. So a first down on 3 consecutive plays for Navarre, and they are moving the ball all of a sudden. This time a little play action, and it's a nice pass out wide, and this is another nice gain, and maybe another 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. The Raiders all of a sudden in business, crossing the 40-yard line.
There he is, Connor Hamblin. The young man playing outside. Swap, he'll play in the slot, sometimes play outside. Again, I love how creative Navarre will getting their guys the football. And listen, it's not drop back. Let's just read the defense. It's quick passes, and let's go try to make a man miss.
And by the way, that was a gain of 9, so that was just shy of the first down. So second down and 1, right at the 40-yard line. Coming the other way and going over the top and wide open. Had to wait on it, and that was the problem. Marquez White not able to pull that in. He got caught up having to wait on that ball to get here, and ultimately that let the defender make the play.
Yeah, I tell you what, too, if Marshall would have just took off, there was nobody. I understand him throwing the ball, but you got to make sure you make that perfect throw over the top where only he can go get it. He's lucky the defender didn't turn around, otherwise this would have been going the other way. I love the play call. Again, aggressive, going out, going for blood right here. Almost brings it in, man, oh man. Yeah,
good play on the 2nd and 1 though from the 40. Why not? So now 3rd and 1. Play clock at 15. Plenty of time there. Keeping it on the ground. And that's going to be enough to move those chains. It's another Pensacola State College 1st and 10 as number 22, Curtis Sanders, gets another one.
Yeah, and again, like you said, great call. When you get in those short yardage on 2nd down, that's why 1st down is so important. It allows you to open that playbook to take shots down the field because knowing, hey, we got 1 yard to get on 3rd down, no big deal.
So they pick up the first, and now down at the 38-yard line are the Raiders here. Early going of this Beach Bowl, 7 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Here's Sanders again, and he's got another nice gain of about 8 or 9 yards, so he's been tough to bring down. It's going to be 2nd down and about a yard, maybe 2. Another look here. Sanders able to find some room.
You got a face mask on Goldberg's defense.
Oh, thank you. I actually didn't see the flag. Still don't see a flag.
I heard the whistle, but I never saw the flag.
Okay, gotcha. So on top of the nice gain, an extra 15 yards, and the Raiders will now move down inside the Synovus red zone, all the way down now to the 15-yard line.
Ever famous Synovus red zone.
Synovus red. The first drive of the night for the Raiders, and it has been a good one. Come here out wide. Got some room. Runs into his own man, still making an effort. Ultimately comes down, does Marquez White, and they're going to get him at about the 11-yard line. Took about 7 Dolphins to bring him down.
Yeah, White trying to just get out in space. Great job by this Gulf Breeze defense to cut off that edge. Look, White's going to try to outrun you every time. He is super athletic, super fast. But the Dolphins standing tall right there, cutting off that edge and preventing him from going any further. Even when he cuts back right here, he bounced off a couple guys. They just stay true. And the Dolphins, hey, you talk about an 0-7 team. That's it. That doesn't look like an 0-7 team.
No.
Every Dolphin out there hunting the football.
Good pursuit. Under 6 minutes to go now in quarter number 1. Play clock is down to 5, and Navarre is struggling to figure it out. So now they are going to call a timeout and try to set things right. And why don't, with that, we take a quick break. When we come back, the Raiders big time on the move.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, everybody. Looks like Navarre has figured things out, ready to roll. 2nd down and 6 inside the Synovus red zone. All the way down to about the 11-yard line here. They want to pass it this time. Short little pass over the middle, and my goodness, Marquez White can't hold on to it. That's a surprise. Not too many like that. He's not going to pull in.
He's going to take the gloves off.
Yeah, he's like, that didn't work. Look at, oh, he's so frustrated. I don't blame him. You know, he's probably had 6 if he brings it in.
He's going to settle right there. Nobody around him on the defense. Just kind of sit back waiting.
All right, so now it's 3rd down. Play here. Raiders going to throw again under some pressure.
He's got some room.
Nice effort here, but Gulf Breeze is pursuing. Heck of a cutback there, and gosh, a great effort, and he gets the 1st down. That is a terrific play. Just a really nice effort there to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Well done there from Roman Marshall, the Raider quarterback. Jeff, I thought they had him a couple times.
Yeah, it looked like they did.
Great effort right there. That cut was the difference. Got down to about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
Yeah, I thought they were pulling Marshall out. I was confused at what they were doing right here, but they were giving him the play.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Navarre, drove the ball down the field. I mean, methodically, they had the 15-yard face mask penalty that Gulf Breeze had against them. So
took this over at the 20. Oh, look at this little, oh, my
the
goodness.
Play
but
to
the
no avail.
Throw is behind his man. It's a fun-looking play there. The intended number 36, Matthew Lee. But, yeah, he just threw it behind him. It was a fun play, and he had him, too.
Yeah, I mean, look, he slipped behind him. You just got to throw that football a little bit deeper.
Yeah. And with that, actually, Marshall has been taken out of the game. Not to imply that that's why.
No, that's what it sounded like you said.
I guess I did imply it.
Looks like that's going to be number 28, Ben Eberhardt.
Right. Well, you mentioned they'll do some switching here. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to try and get in the end zone. He will. How about that? You come in, you score a touchdown. Ben Eberhardt makes it 6-0 Raiders. Nice play.
It looks like, we'll have to see that on replay. It looked like Gulf Breeze wasn't even ready for the snap.
All right, we'll take another look. Look at this guy. I love it. He's like, all right, here we go.
Okay, they were just blocked that darn well by that offensive line up front. I was like, how did nobody even get close? Well, you see right there, again, we got our first one tonight, our Forrest Jordan Associates touchdown. That's the generator, guys. How about that for Mr. Eberhardt?
Yeah, cool. Comes in, first play, scores a touchdown. That's the way to do it. So now the extra point to make it 7-0 here. This is Jack Byer kicking the extra point. High snap, well handled. It hits the upright, and that is no good. So that's going to keep the score at 6-0. We told you that Derek Diamond, who so frequently is our statistician, but does a whole lot for Friday Night Rivals, is tonight our sideline reporter. And Derek, I know you're down on the sidelines right now. What's going on, man?
Guys, something we always look forward to whenever we come to Navarre is the food. The concession stand is one of the best in the area. It's run by the band. And what I think is their best dish that they serve, fried Oreos. You don't have to wait till the fair to get fried Oreos.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to try it.
Let's do it.
Save one for all of us, Derek.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
10 out of 10. Guys,
10 out of 10. What you need to do is go get 10 more and bring them up here.
Yeah, like, you know what? I got to go down there.
Derek. Woo. He had it figured out, didn't he? That's the way to do it.
They hooked us up last time we were here. They brought some fried Oreos up here.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, what's up? Why aren't they up here tonight is what I'm trying to say.
Because I vowed not to share them ever again.
Kind of feels like wherever Derek goes, the fried Oreos
I'm telling you, he's the man.
Yeah.
By the way, Derek just bouncing all over wherever he's needed.
He's done play-by-play.
He's the utility
He's
guy.
done color. He's done stats, obviously, and now he's done sideline.
Love
Derek
it.
Diamond.
Love
Yes,
it.
sir. The double D. Can't hold him back.
I'm waiting for him to get a clipboard on the sideline and start coaching some football, too.
All right, so they missed the extra point, hit the upright, but they do get the touchdown. That makes it 6-0, and the Dolphins now ready to get back out onto the field. And a little pooch kick here. Going to go out of bounds, and that's a penalty.
Well, that's
Look at
that. Look at the referee. Did you see that
from
throw?
a mile. Yeah, he threw that thing like a 9-iron. Like literally covered about 40 yards in the air. That was a Aaron Rodgers style throw.
That's our play of the game.
I wish if we have it. I don't know where to roll it. So we'll get this call. We know what the call is the kickoff.
But I think there's another one. I mean, for him to throw his flag.
That's true. Why would
maybe he saw something else?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He was emphatic with it.
He was.
Kick out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. We have a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness. The ball will be moved to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. We have an official's water break on the field now.
Okay, so there is the water break with 4:46. So we're going to hang out right here, and Jeff, as always, I know we're getting late in the season. These games get more and more interesting. So you always try to queue up some of these games for us. Give us some scores. You got anything? Anything happen? I know we're early on in the night.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of them to pop up here. There's so many people here, obviously.
Boy, the reception situation?
It's not great in here, believe it or not.
How about at Closets by Design School
Look at, there it is, by the way.
And Derek telling us that they are known for those concessions around here. And he's right about that, man. That's one thing about these games. Every game we come to, it smells so good when you've got
special people, man. They always hook you up. They're so gracious everywhere we go.
I know. It's so awesome. It's just such a fun gig here. Looks like we're about ready to go here as the Closets by Design School spirit continues. Gulf Breeze getting fantastic position here thanks to the out-of-bounds kick and the penalty right at the 50-yard line. And that maybe is the break they need. He's going to keep this one on the ground, and that's a nice 5-yard gain. Tyler Lynch, the senior running back, on the carry. Crossing midfield now down to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, second and about 4. I mean, look, obviously anything positive right now, especially on first down.
Yeah.
First downs are so huge, allows you, we talked about it earlier, open up that playbook a little bit more, have a little more fun right there. Here we go.
Jackson Winkler, the quarterback tonight for the Dolphins. Are showing bits, but it was false front there. As the play clock at 14, Gulf Breeze a couple of times has run this right down 2-0. Had to call timeout once. Down to 7 now. All right, they get it off, and Winkler's going to throw right over the middle and misses his man, number 25, Troy Matlock, who says he was held, looking for a call, doesn't get it. It's third down and 4.
Here we go, big third down. Gulf Breeze gets the best field position, a couple penalties tacked on. I mean, no better opportunity than right now with what was been given from them in a big first down run. Pass right there, nothing doing.
Yeah. Matlock insists he was held, but they don't call it, so that makes it third down and 4.
That's a great show.
Matlock, well, hey, is a great show. It's back.
That's right, I did see that.
That's right.
Yeah, Matlock's back.
That's right.
Football season, I don't watch.
That's totally fair. Third down now, and keeping it on the ground, but a great defensive play there.
There he is. There's my guy.
That's your
I talked
boy.
about it before. That's Bryce Wheeler.
Bryce Wheeler.
He lives in the backfield. He's got like 800 tackles for loss, it seems. I mean, every time he just, you can only stop him for so much. I believe they left him unblocked on the end, hoping he's not going to be able to make it to that side as they pulled the guard around.
He made it.
Yeah, he made it.
He got there.
He's pretty good at making it.
Yeah, I see. All right, so look, it's 4th down and 5 after the 1-yard loss, and Gulf Breeze is going for a huge moment here. As Coach Harris is going to keep the offense on the field.
Play clock running down. They may just take the penalty.
Yeah. Again, man, they are struggling to get things figured out.
Unless they called a timeout. Looks like they did.
Yeah, they get the timeout just in the nick of time. So, if nothing else, that'll give Coach Harris a chance to talk to the offense about whether or not, A, they're going to go for it, B, if they are, what are they going to do. Now you got some scores?
I got them up. I got them ready for us. Look, Baker Gators at home against Freeport. Freeport, their defense has struggled all year. You know, for people that are around there, you get it. As a Northview guy, Freeport was a part of our area. But anyway, Freeport scores like 50 points a game. They give up 51. You know, that's kind of how it is. Tonight, the scoring's not happening. The Gators are up 27-8.
Oh, wow.
Pace is up on the road at Pine Forest, 14-6 in the second quarter. Bluntstown is up 38-0 on my Northview Chiefs.
Wow.
Ouch. Tate, losing, 6-7. How about that for a score?
Baseball style.
Booker T. Washington winning that one right now. And Escambia Crestview, no score. I believe they just got started. And South Walton 14, Wakulla 14.
4th down here on the field, and is he hit? Is there a flag? There is not.
No flag.
And it will be a turnover on downs. Had the receiver open, but some good D there from Navarre, timed out perfectly. and the Raiders will get the ball back.
And you feel like, for Coach, he obviously is going to go for this. You've got great field, maybe the best field position you're going to have for a while.
Yeah.
Built some momentum right here. But again, it goes back to that first down run. Great job, 6-yard gain. Nothing doing
after that. Nope. Of course, we saw the loss as well from Wheeler. Big play out of the backfield there. So instead now, Navarre is back out on the field, and they get pretty good field position at their own 45-yard line. So right out near midfield are the Raiders. Keep this one on the ground and cutting back the other way. Crossing midfield is number 22, Curtis Sanders, who's playing both ways tonight. Saw him on defense moments ago. Nice gain there of about 5, 2nd and 5, right at midfield.
Yeah, Sanders, good looking back. I don't know how in the world he got away from the defender. It was like him and the defender met face to face. Watch this. Right there.
Yeah,
just slippery, that young man.
Got right through it. 2nd down now. Sitting at the 50. Again, keeping it on the ground with the handoff up the middle and picking up a couple there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and about 4.
So 3rd and 4 now, and Gulf Breeze has a chance to make a play. See if they can force Navarre maybe to punt it.
You got to think if Navarre gets anything positive here, if it's not a 1st down, this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, they're going to go. Let's see. Converted a couple of 3rd downs the first possession, and then they end up getting the touchdown here. Nice play, beautifully done, and a big gain crossing the 40. Yeah, that's well done. Out to the 37-yard line, and that's a great play. Catch there was Connor Hamlin. Really a fine play there from the quarterback. That was good stuff.
Yeah, this is, if you're just now tuning in to football lately, this is called the RPO, the run pass option. You're going to fake the run. Quarterback's going to run over here, and he's going to pitch it out. I mean, great job, great throw. Hit him right in stride. Hamlin does the rest.
Yeah, everything about that worked. Pensacola State College 1st down to the 37-yard line now is Navarre. And again, they go back to the, beautiful there. Oh, what a pass. They lead it perfectly. What a pass. Oh, man, Roman Marshall. First of all, the play action got me. I thought they ran it. Once he kept it, though, he threw it to the right of a defender and just led the receiver perfectly, Jeff.
I mean, it's one of those, as a coach, you clinch that play card. You're like, oh, don't do that. Because if a defender hesitates or takes a step back, it's obviously a pick. But you love the aggressiveness. I love it.
Look at that. That was me. That was me. Oh, what a pass that was.
Beautifully lofted right there.
Yeah, that was awesome. Marquez White, of course, the receiver who brought it in, ends up picking up about 8 yards. So 2nd down and 2 now.
Under a minute here in the 1st. Flying by.
Yeah, moving quick. Going to throw right over the top, and he is all alone, is White, and he's down inside the 20, inside the Synovus red zone, and ultimately goes out of bounds, and it's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College.
Yeah, we talked about White. They were going to get him involved early and often, and they got him involved in the Escambia game. It's just Escambia started putting more and more guys over there because they realized obviously what they were trying to do. But this young man is extremely talented. Interested to see where surely he's going to play somewhere next year. And if he doesn't have any offers right now, UWF right down the road.
Go Argos.
Maybe give him a shout.
We'll take him. Oh, gosh, good defensive play there. The ball thrown a little bit behind the receiver, and number 23 was there for Gulf Breeze. That's Amari Johnson who makes the defensive play.
Yeah, Walker Bridges right there. Intended target, big tight end.
Yeah, he is a big boy. That ball was thrown a little behind him now. 2nd down and 10 with 32 and a half seconds to go here. Quarter number 1. Another look.
Oh, I don't know.
Check that. You're right. I take it back. That couldn't have been a more perfect pass. My apologies.
You're a big enough man to admit when you're wrong.
Yeah, well, I was definitely wrong. Keeping it on the ground this time and cutting out wide, and great looking run inside. Does he cross the goal line?
He does not.
Not quite, but that's Curtis Sanders who does all the heavy lifting to give the Raiders a 1st and goal from the 1. That's about as close as you can get without getting the points.
Yeah, beautiful run. Beautiful. Look at the blocking up front. Those big buffet busters. Oh, look at blocking 10 yards, 15 yards down the field. Make it happen.
Yeah, so he is down actually at about the 2, so didn't quite get to the 1. But 1st and goal now. And
Navarre does not have to snap the ball before the 1st is over. It looks like they're going to try to get one off.
Yeah, see if they do here. Play clock matches the game clock, and they are going to run this play. Going to throw it wide open in the end zone, and they will not only throw it, they will get the touchdown. That is Brody Powers getting in on the fun, and a heck of a first quarter for the Raiders as they score on the last play.
I just love how savvy Marshall was. Watch him just sit back in the pocket, just wait for it to develop, and then quick release.
Yep.
And that right there is another Forrest Jordan and Associates touchdown. That's the generator, guys.
Okay, well done for the Raiders. This is just the start they wanted here in the Beach Bowl. And remember, folks, both teams are winless. Both teams 0-7, and right now Navarre feeling like we've got a real good chance to maybe go ahead and actually get our first big win of the season. And I think they're going to go for 2 here. Remember, they missed the extra point a few minutes ago on the first touchdown, so this time around they're going to try and get that point back. Roman Marshall, your quarterback.
Yeah, time. That's going to be a delay of game.
Another delay of game. That's been like the premier penalty here.
Delay of game. Navarre.
Love it.
Okay.
Hey, it's tough out there sometimes.
Yeah, I hear you. It's tough up here sometimes. Things are tough all over, friend.
You hit me with the friend. I did deep.
All right, so now does that penalty mean they're going to go for the extra point instead or keep the offense on the field? I think they're going to keep the offense out there and just...
Hey, ain't nothing but air and opportunity.
I love it.
More room for everybody to roam.
So back at about the 9-yard line now, coming off that penalty. This is a 2-point conversion. Roman going to roll out. Looking
all day.
Has a lot of time, and the ball is tipped up in the air and picked ultimately. And that is how it's going to end. So that means 2 touchdowns, but no points after for the Raiders. And that is how quarter number 1 is going to end. Current score, Navarre 12. The Dolphins, at this moment in time, shut out. Quarter 2 of the Beach Bowl is coming up when we come back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Good evening, all, and welcome back. And the Raider crowd all smiles here at the Beach Bowl. Meanwhile, the grill is hot, and so are the Raiders. They scored a couple of touchdowns. They're up 12-0 here on Gulf Breeze. We're ready to get things rolling here as we move into quarter number 2, and this is going to be a Reef Runner remodeling and repair kickoff coming your way here. Gulf Breeze is not been able to get anything going. That's been true all season. It's been a long season for the Dolphins, and Navarre also 0-7, but so far tonight, perhaps on their way to their first win here in the Beach Bowl. Both crowds are big. That's no surprise. Low kick. It's all the way back, though, to the 10-yard line. Oh, and the ball is out. Who's got it?
I think Gulf Breeze jumped back on it. Yeah, Gulf Breeze has got it.
Okay, so they
boy, talk about
they avoid
avoiding
disaster. No kidding, at least for the moment. Ooh, mercy. All right, so no harm, no foul. Dolphins will keep the ball on a lovely night. As you said earlier, the fair is going. Here's another look.
Here we go.
Ball just comes out right beautifully.
Hand punches it out.
Yeah, good for the Dolphins. 2 or 3 of them were quick to pounce there and able to pull that thing in. And Winkler is able to pull in a tough snap. Keeps himself in the pocket. Now this one's in the air. That might have been caught.
That is intercepted.
They're saying no catch.
Oh,
woo!
Wow,
Incredible effort, though. That is Chase Moses. I want to get another look at that. Whether he caught it or not, that's an amazing effort. Wow.
His reaction, he clearly did.
He did. Yeah, you're right. Because he'd be freaking out.
It looked like he did.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
He did.
No, they bounced twice. Of course, that's our luck. That's
not even close. No, like absolutely not even close. Oh well. 2nd down and 10 now. This time they do keep it on the ground, and that's also going to be nothing doing as Ramari McCray gets the call, picks up maybe 2, but it's going to be 3rd and long here for the Dolphins.
Yeah, another obvious passing down, and tough to say this is 4-down territory.
Right, it's deep.
But you feel like the way things are going, you give it back to Navarre, they're going to roll down the field. So, got to get something going right here.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, the only upside to being 0-7, it is free. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not, what are you playing for? You can kind of go for some stuff that normally you never would, I think, especially in a game like this. But obviously, doesn't work out. Put the Raiders in a great spot to score again. 3rd down and 8. Wide open and just short of the 1st down. Nice open field tackle there. So it will be 4th down as the catch was made by Kane Baker.
You're definitely going to go for this one.
Yeah, that makes it 4th and a much more manageable 2. But they are at the 32-yard line.
Oh,
so
maybe not.
They're going to punt this away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the call both ways.
Sure.
Like I'm as aggressive as anybody, but to me, the way Navarre has been able to move the ball down the field is tough. I would be wide awake on a fake right here, though.
Okay. All right. Good call.
One of these, you tell your punter, back in high school, we had a play where we tell our punter, hey, if they're open, they're running by themselves, just take it, toss it.
That's Chase. Chase Middendorf is the kicker. Let's see if this is a bit. Oh, hold on. We got a whistle. Yet another delay of game.
Oh, that takes the question out of that.
Yeah, they're not taking no. Jeff, we've gone this season maybe with 1 delay of game call. We've had like 6 tonight. And then another one would have happened, but they called the timeout at the 0.
That's the clock's fault.
I think so.
Yeah, these clocks are faster.
Did they shorten it to 8 seconds? Is it not the normal? All right,
Easy
so
pot.
Middendorf this time is under huge pressure. That is blocked, and this could be 6. It will be 6. Touchdown Raiders as they send the house, and they take it to the house.
Boy, you just heard the cannon. How about Navarre shot out of a cannon right there? I mean, they were in the backfield almost before the ball got to the punter.
Yeah, he had no chance to.
Holy cow.
And that'll make it 18-0 here with 10:04 to go.
Chase Moses.
Yeah.
Getting the touchdown right there, but it was a host of Raiders back there.
Yeah, we'll get
Watch
this.
this.
Here's another look. Just, man, was he quick. Trying to get that number.
Well, I think it looks like 28. That's Ben Eberhard.
Who has a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, so just like that, another touchdown for Navarre. And just like that, they're going to go for 2 again here. Play clock is at 8, worth noting. This time they get it off, no problem. Keep it on the ground. He gets in, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion converted. And that will make it 20-0.
Yeah, there's Eberhard right there running in for 2.
Incredible. You would never know the Raiders are 0-7 as they are rolling up 20-0. We will step away. Friday Night Rivals, the Beach Bowl, and so far this thing is all Navarre.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, everybody. You see the score. The Navarre Raiders at home tonight and up big, 20-0, and we are early in the second quarter. It has been all Navarre as we get ready for another Reef Runner remodeling and repair kickoff. And the Dolphins get the offense back out onto the field here. See if they can, first things first, just get a couple of first downs. They're struggling tonight. It's been a long season.
Yeah, just get some kind of momentum going here.
Yeah, no doubt. Saw a bullet kick moments ago from Navarre. See what we get this time around. Keep it low again, and this one's heading out of bounds. And that's
there it goes.
A penalty once again. We've had that happen a couple of times tonight, so that'll help Gulf Breeze at least with a few extra yards to start the drive, and I can assure you they'll take every yard they can get.
Here we go.
Kick out of bounds. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. It'll be first down, Gulf Breeze.
Well, we've got a moment. Quick shout out to the NJROTC program here at Navarre. The cadets work so hard, give so much back to the community, and I know that everybody here at Navarre is so proud of that program. In fact, the principal specifically asked us to give them a shout out at NJROTC. So good job. Saw them before the game, of course, with the presentation of the colors.
Boy.
And now a high snap and more nightmare scenarios for Gulf Breeze. It is recovered by Navarre, and it's going to be first and goal Raiders. And when it rains, it pours, even on a clear night for the Dolphins.
How about that?
Yeah, this is gone from bad to worse. Their last two possessions, a blocked punt touchdown, and now the high snap.
Just a high snap.
Will put the Raiders in position. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
One of those two, though, if you look, Winkler kind of he settles down, like crouches down to get the snap. Now, obviously, you'd say okay, but he's been getting the snap right there at his chest every time that ball was high. If he's standing up, maybe it kind of, who knows? It doesn't matter. It's just kind of been the story of the night for Gulf Breeze.
I don't know if Manu Bull brings that one in.
Look at you throwing these names out.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Ready for tonight.
First and goal
Look
here.
at that.
Yeah. Gonna stop him there. As you can see, a fine defensive effort there from
Cooper Allison.
Number 20. Yeah, Cooper Allison, the senior, able to make a play. That'll make it second and goal.
By the way, I dig the Gulf Breeze helmets, the stripe
They
right
look
there,
good.
the numbers on the
Yeah,
side.
that's true. Okay.
Sure. Navarre, obviously, with that maroon and black, it just
stands out.
Yeah,
Yeah, always looks good. From our perspective, it's like, yeah, I can see the numbers.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. All right, second down now, keeping it. Oh, over the middle. What a play.
Oh, what a hit.
Oh, and he holds his hand. Yeah, sure thing. Holds the ball right over the line there. That is beautifully done. Touchdown, Navarre.
Marquez White.
Yeah, Marquez White. Who else? Man, love this play, Jeff. I don't know if you saw it, but reaches out over the line there and it's like, this is going to be a touchdown. I'm scoring here.
What's funny is, like, the entire time he's holding the ball up, nobody goes for the
Yeah,
ball.
for the
they
ball,
keep trying to,
like,
knock him
yeah,
down.
knock that ball out.
Guys, reach up and punch it out.
Boy, so it doesn't take long for Navarre to capitalize on that high snap disaster. And this time around, they're going to go for the extra point, not the 2-point conversion. Jack Beyer is on. First attempt, hit the uprights early in the game. This time it's a low bullet, but it crosses over, and it is good for Mr. Beyer, and that'll make it 27-0. Here's another look at the touchdown. Love it. Look at that. Love it. He's just holding like, come on, that's a touchdown. Oh, man, Navarre is rolling, folks. They are up big. 27-0.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we are back, and the Raiders, no doubt, just watching their highlights as they have had plenty of them tonight.
Is that the Reesburg Institute hearing huddle?
I think that's exactly what we're looking at.
That's what it looks like.
9:16 to go here in the second quarter, and Navarre up huge, 27-0, seemingly scoring at will. And folks, it's going to be another Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair kickoff here. We've said that a lot on behalf of the Raiders. And Jeff, I know you just as much as I would love to see Gulf Breeze put something together, get a drive together, get a touchdown. It'd be so nice. And goodness knows they need it. It's got to be so frustrating because the last couple of possessions, there was a black punt turns into a touchdown, and then obviously the high snap, they get a first and goal for Navarre, and just that's worse than long, sustained drives. Fielded back at about the 12-yard line. And that is number 7, Caleb Carter, who takes it out. Pretty decent return there. Put the Dolphins a long way from the end zone, and that's the best field position they've had their last couple of drives. They'll take it, I can assure you. 9:10 to go. Go ahead, Jeff.
Got a second here. See the replay. While we're watching the replay, UWF, by the way.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Go Argos. What a year.
Continuing just the success. Huge game tomorrow on the road at West Alabama. You know who West Alabama's coach is?
Well, I didn't until you told me. It's a really cool story.
Yeah, the former strength and conditioning coach for Alabama, Scott Cochran.
Yeah.
So he's got them number 8 in the country. Be a tough test over there in Livingston.
Will Kennedy, the voice of the Argos, will be all over that one tomorrow. So I know I'll be tuned in. There's Winkler going to roll out. He's under some real pursuit there, and he wisely decides to hold it. He thought about getting rid of it. Ultimately, he takes a big loss on the sack, but probably best versus just heaving it downfield. Jason Lute, one of the Raiders here. Here you can see. Yeah, he just decided.
Coming at him.
Yeah. So it's a loss of, again, I think about 4. We'll call it second down and 14 now, back at the 25-yard line. Dolphins going in the wrong direction and trailing huge. 27-0. Winkler, the starting quarterback, which, by the way, not the starting quarterback we were expecting here. He's going to throw it again. He's got his man wide open there, and that's going to be a nice play from scrimmage as number 25, Troy Matlock, hauls it in. That'll make it 3rd and a much more manageable about, looks like about 7. Here's another look.
A pitch and catch right here.
Yeah.
Knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Yep, 3rd and 7 now. Got to get out to the 39-yard line. Beckett Smith, by the way, the quarterback we were expecting, but instead Winkler, Jackson Winkler, the senior, gets the nod. All right, he's going to throw it again. Rolls out to his right here. Yeah, got some space. Has a man, but throws just out of his reach, and Winkler knows that they had a pretty good chance to complete that. So that'll make it 4th down. And Jeff, you tell me this time around, is this 2-down territory? Nope. Punt unit's coming back out onto the field here. So the Dolphins just can't quite get it going. You'll see, though, Jeff, he had his man here.
Yeah, good blocking up front. Really, and he bought some time rolling out. And he had it. Look, he's open.
Yeah, he had him. But,
man, oh, man.
Yep.
Tough.
But instead, 4th down and 7. They're going to punt it away.
It was a good job by Kyle breaking loose. Didn't get the ball.
So Marquez White is on the field. And, they send the house again, and they darn near block it again. White will not try to field it, so it does take a great bounce for the Breezers, and it goes down to about the 26-yard line. And honestly, Jeff, I don't know how that didn't get blocked. That's real close.
Yeah, they were, again, just stay in the backfield, live in the backfield, whatever you want to call it. Look, right. Oh, man, and look, he's so close. He's like, I had that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, man.
But just misses it. 8:02 to go here in the first half.
A couple quick scores for you. Pace up 21-6 on the road at Pine Forest. Tate and Washington still Tate 6, Washington 7 at the half, and Milton up on West Florida 13-7.
Okay, thank you very much for those. Always appreciated. All right, we're back and ready to roll here, and a fine tackle, but not until a gain of about 7, and that's number 26 for Navarre, Xylon Subido. one of the great names in high school football. Sideline Subido. Another look.
Yeah, usually we're talking about Curtis Sanders. They're getting
Yeah.
some more guys, some reps out there, and Xylon looking good.
Good tackle from Brock Prindle, who pulled Xylon down, but not until he picks up about 7, 2nd down and 3. Keeping it on the ground again in a big hole, and this is Xylon again, and that's going to be another first down. So that first down comes from Hampton Imports. The chains will move, and Navarre is on the move.
Now we got a flag. It looks like there's some
okay.
extracurricular.
Gotcha.
Obviously, no love lost between these two
Oh,
schools.
yeah, classic rivalry here, one of the greats on the Gulf Coast. See what this call is. It's going to be make a big difference who this goes against. It might be offsetting, and we replay the down.
You were a Catholic. Well, who's your big rival?
You know what? It was Gulf Breeze. Yeah, back then, Catholic Gulf Breeze was the rival. But remember, there was no Navarre High School at that time. That's why. Once Navarre High came on, that changed.
They just forgot
After the
about
play, we got personal foul. Gulf Breeze, we got personal foul. Navarre, they will offset. It'll be 3rd down.
All right. So 3rd down now. And they're moving the chains. All right,
So, yeah, it'll be a first down.
yeah.
3rd down is the new first down.
Okay, that's good. I didn't know that. Is that
That was an
email
email.
that
That
went
was an
out?
email.
I never check anymore. I should do that. My spam filter just is off the
It didn't come from
charts.
me, so no excuse there.
So it's a first down. Out to the 44-yard line here, and they want to throw it this time. Roman Marshall's got tons of time.
day.
I mean, he's got forever. And still looking for somebody, but good coverage from Gulf Breeze. Ultimately, Roman takes it himself, and a heck of an effort. He ends up picking up about 5 yards. What a play there.
Yeah,
He's hurt, though. Don't want to see it down.
He was slung down hard.
Yeah.
Number 10,
Oh,
Ethan
yeah,
Geiger, got a hold of him.
Yeah, and Roman is going to run off the field here. Hate to see that.
See Ali Bryant checking right
Holding
there, number
his
5.
arm.
Oh, that's not good.
No,
right
I
there,
don't like to.
shoulder.
No, sir. Didn't like to see that at all.
May have been thrown down on that shoulder.
Yikes. Gosh, the way he hustled off the field and couldn't hold his arm up, that was scary. Here's another look. He had forever there.
Yeah. This play lasts longer. We're about to get another play off.
Yeah. You actually don't see the last part of it. They keep it on the ground, and they're going to get a first and a lot more here. So crossing the 40 down to the 39-yard line is Bryant, and that's going to be another first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, Bryant, not typically a runner, per se. He's got 6 carries on the year.
Timeout. Officials, water break.
So it's a... Okay, so with the quick moment of the water break, let's go back to Derek Diamond, who's our sideline reporter tonight.
Here with Gary Winkler, the owner of Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair, one of our proud sponsors. Gary, how are you?
I'm doing very good tonight. Very good.
Fantastic. So we were talking before we got on the air. Tell us a little bit about Reef Runner and kind of the journey you've been on.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started off, me and my brother kind of started this business. It was me and him and just a couple guys, and just started doing work around town. People started talking about us, and next thing you know, here we are 70 employees later, just doing a really good job with great people in place. So super happy. So
you were telling me about some exciting expansions that you guys have going on. So can you elaborate a little more on that?
So we're a general contracting firm, commercial as well, and we just got up our HVAC services, electrical, and our plumbing services as well. So we're actually a one-stop shop. Have a showroom there, and then across from the zoo in Gulf Breeze. It's just growing like crazy. So yeah.
Fantastic. And your son, Jackson, is actually the quarterback for the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. So how has it been getting to watch his athletic career progress?
Well, it's been kind of tough this year. He's had a lot of injuries. Had an ACL tear last year. Hurt his shoulder at the beginning of the season, so he's out several games. Tore his ACL again, so he still has a small tear in his ACL. They braced him up tonight to let him play. And so he's just fighting through it. He's a tough kid, so I'm super proud of him, super proud of him.
Fantastic. Well, Gary, thank you so much for your time.
You betcha. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Derek, thank
cue.
you. I mean, are you kidding me? So Ali Bryant comes in after Roman Marshall gets injured, and he runs from scrimmage a couple of times very successfully and then throws a beautiful ball for a touchdown there, Jeff.
I mean, perfectly thrown. Connor Hamblin. Allie Bryant, we talked, Allie Bryant started the game here against Scambia and makes a couple rushes, just settle in. So this is not a guy just coming in off the bench and doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
Bryant has played a ton, and you see it right there. Beautiful throw over the top.
So going to go for the extra point now. Navarre 33-0 with 5:39 to go here in the first half. And this, of course, is going to be Jack Beyer, who hit his last one, I mean, by the skin of his teeth. It went about 6 inches above the lower cross there. Let's see if he can get this one in. That's good.
The old
well
knuckle
done.
piece.
Yes, indeed. Consider it done, and that's well done. So, man, oh, man, is it a big night for the Raiders. Looks like they're going to cruise to a win here, and we don't normally say that with 5:39 to go in the first half. But we're going to step away. When we come back, the Dolphins back on the field.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, everybody. 5:39 to go in the first half, and you see the score. Navarre up 34-0 here. Oh, my goodness. The skeleton holding the Dolphin. Man, they are rubbing it in here in the Beach Bowl. Goodness gracious.
Just holding the
that
Dolphin
is
down.
brutal. Show a little. Act like you've been there, people.
The year it's been for both these teams. Hey,
you're right. They've earned it. That's fair. Both teams are 0-7, and Navarre is going to move to 1-7 after tonight, obviously. They've looked pretty good. And listen, you said, Jeff, I mean, it's funny. Both teams are 0-7, but you knew, and you talked about it, Navarre's had a really tough schedule. I think they're a better team than that record indicates.
Yeah, they are. I mean, again, you go back to the Tate game a few weeks ago, and they were up 20-0. I mean, everything was going their way.
Yeah.
They turned around and lose that game 29-26. Just every way possible to lose it, they found a way. That's kind of been how the season's been. Tough.
Well, if they lose this one, that would be a tough pill to swallow. They give up the 34-point lead. Good-looking kickoff there.
35-34 calling it.
Fielded back at the 5. Yeah, incredible game.
Yeah, it would be.
And that is Camden Husky, who's made a couple of nice plays tonight and returns that out near the 25-yard line. So the Gulf Breeze Dolphins offense going to come back out onto the field with 5:31 to go here in the first half. It is senior night. All the seniors were honored before the game started. And my goodness, Jeff, they had a bunch of them. It was like...
It was 42 for the football team, and then 142 of everybody else involved on game day activities.
I mean, you're not kidding.
Like, that's not all the seniors they have in their senior class. Obviously, Navarre is a ginormous school. It's huge.
Yeah, they sure are. And it was cool. It was a nice ceremony. It lasted about 45 minutes, but they got it done exactly as they said, right before kickoff. And we started on time. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. 5:31 to go. High snap. Held nicely. Morosky gets out wide there, picks up a couple, but that'll be all. A nice tackle from behind, and that's going to make it 2nd down and about 8.
Well, what about, the fact Winkler tore his ACL twice. He's got a tear right now. They've got him braced up so he can play tonight. I mean,
incredible.
That's wild. Talk about somebody that wants it.
I know.
Wants to be out there.
Yeah. Tyler Lynch on the carry there, picks up 2 more. That'll make it 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 6, 7. Go.
3rd down and the PA guy said 6. So.
That's 6'7". 6'7".
That thing. I've got kids.
I know. That's all I want to see how you're going to react to it.
Yeah.
I'm just a kid. I just act like a
I
kid.
know
That's
that. Anybody watching the show is well
it.
aware.
Yeah, they know.
All right, third down here. 4:30 to go. Going out wide. Got his man.
There we go.
Oh, but a great, never mind. I was going to say great open field tackle. It's real close to a first down. And yeah, I think he's got it by about a yard there. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 from Hampton Imports for Gulf Breeze. And they'll take it, moving the chains. All right, so Gulf Breeze going to waste no time here. Keeping it on the ground, and a nice big hole and a nice big gain there for Tyler Lynch, who picks up about 6. That'll make it 2nd down and 4 as we are now under 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Wife already texted me.
What'd she say?
No, you didn't. The 6th.
Oh, gotcha. I cannot believe. You know what the upset of the year is? That she's watching.
That's what I'm saying.
That's incredible. Oh, look at this.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, some confusion here. Ultimately
down.
rolls out.
Oh, look at
throws
that. Oh, man, if he
out
throws
of
that up
bounds.
front.
Yeah. So the incompletion there as Jackson Winkler able to at least get out of it without a loss. Here's another look. Yeah, there was significant confusion there, and ultimately he just got rid of it. But you're right. I mean, he did have Tyler Lynch breaking downfield. 3rd down now and 4.
I think it's safe to say this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, you're probably right. Remember that Navarre won the toss and deferred, so with this huge lead, they will also get the ball first to start quarter number 3 here. 3rd down and 4. Got a whistle. Looks like a timeout here on Navarre. So while that's happening, I can tell you a couple of other things. You know, earlier we mentioned the NJROTC program here. Also want to mention this. Check this out. The Navarre Raider Band recently received straight superiors at their most recent competition. And obviously they sound great. So many of these high school bands do. But straight superiors for the Raider Band at their most recent competition. So they know what they're doing. That's well done.
I mean, I haven't been told I'm superior my entire life.
And
so,
I wouldn't hold my breath, friend.
No, 100%. But the fact that the whole entire band got superiors.
Yeah.
No, listen, you know, the one thing, one of my favorite things is listening to the bands play.
Love it.
Because the bands could care less about the records. They're here for everybody to have a good time.
Yep.
That's attending. They're having a great time. We got so many great bands across the area. Milton has a great band. Crestview has a great band. Niceville has a great band.
Tate Show Band of the South.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you go, there's a great Washington.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Boy, how about a band? That's a heck of a band out there.
Yep. In fact, I live close enough to Washington that I hear them in the summer when they're practicing, and it's awesome.
Just sit on the front porch,
yeah, it's like
sipping your sweet tea.
You guys summed it up. You summed up my life. 3rd down here. Keeps it on the ground, a little cross back, and oh my goodness, again, it's going to be real close. See where they spot this thing. Had to get to the 46, and that is almost exactly where he got. So is it 4th and very short, or do the chains move?
That looks like it's just short.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, they
give
give him
him
first down. Yes,
right.
indeed. So a 2nd first down throw here for the Dolphins. Another look.
How about it?
It's a good cutback there from Ramari McCray.
I mean, if anything, right now, for one, obviously Gulf Breeze would love to not be shut out. They want to spoil that.
Yep.
But two, they don't want to give Navarre the ball back with any time left here in the first half.
No, they don't. And we're just now hitting 3 minutes in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Jackson Winkler, your starting quarterback for the Dolphins. And he's going to throw there, but a good tackle. Picks up about 3. So that's enough to keep the clock moving. And wouldn't be shocked if Coach Harris is just fine with that. You know, pick up a couple of yards, keep the clock rolling at this point.
Yeah, I like this little wrinkle. Just kind of settles down in some open space. Positive yards.
Yeah, picked up about 4 as it turns out. Looks like it'll be 2nd down and 6, maybe 7. 2:30 to go here, first half.
Yeah, we don't have Derek up here doing all the
giving us the stats.
Yeah,
no,
so it's just we're
taking
for
guesses.
ourselves.
Exactly, and it is painfully obvious.
Construction in progress.
Yes. Derek on the sidelines tonight, and that's been fun. Had those
Yeah.
fried Oreos earlier. That was great. High snap handled by Winkler.
Oh,
I think I saw a flag here. Oh, mercy! May have been nearly picked up. I thought I saw a flag on the near side, but that's not confirmed. So we'll see.
They
about
are.
that.
I think they are there, but it must be against Gulf Breeze.
Here's another look. Steps up in the pocket. It was a nice move.
Illegal formation. Gulf Breeze is declined. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, there you go. 3rd down and about 7. 2:08 to go here. And you know Navarre would love to get a stop and get that offense back on the field. They still got a timeout.
Exactly.
All at the 49-yard line. Need to get to about the 44 on the other side.
25, Troy Matlock. Pretty good receiver. Hadn't been able to get loose tonight.
All right, Winkler going to pass it again. He's under some pressure.
Oh, boy.
Escapes it nicely. And still going, and ultimately goes out of bounds at about the 46, and it's going to be short. And now a late flag, and this may end up being a free 15 for Gulf Breeze, depending on who this is on. Flag comes in way after the play.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. They hit out of bounds on the Raiders.
Sure enough, does go against the Raiders, so the Dolphins are going to get 15 out of it. And forget the 4th down, it's going to be an automatic first.
It's been that kind of night. The referee didn't even want to say it, Navarre. You know, it's just all right, personal foul. Yep, them.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. That's way late.
It was late.
He's already going out of bounds, and you go at his feet like that. Just let him go.
Yep. So down to the 30-yard line now are the Dolphins, and easily their best field position of the night and their most significant drive as well. And with under 2 to go, boy, what a boon it would be to get some points out of this. Winkler again steps up in the pocket, makes another nice play there. And that's going to be down to the 15-yard line as number 25, Troy Matlock. Jeff, you were just saying they need to get him involved, and nice play there from Winkler to get him into it.
Yeah, I love this. You know, Navarre's running just zone. They're just playing safe zone, letting guys keep them in front. But Gulf Breeze not trying to do too much. Just run to an open space, turn around, and Winkler puts it right on the money.
Dolphins move inside the Synovus red zone with a Hampton end for its 1st and 10. Got to get down to about the 8-yard line. Winkler this time didn't have anything to do and ultimately just falls to his knees, and that's going to be a loss of a few. Yeah, loss of about 4 actually, so that's a significant play going the wrong way.
Clearly frustrated. I do think it was a good idea. Just go ahead and go down.
Yeah.
Let's not make this play worse.
Yeah.
Like nothing's going to happen. He's not going to go anywhere. You're just going to take an unnecessary hit.
Yeah. Just saw a sea of Raiders collapsing and said, never mind. Big loss, though. Remember, got to get down to the 8 for that 1st down, and now back to about the 21-yard line outside of the Synovus red zone. So we can ask for that money back from Synovus.
Uh-oh.
And again, another sack, this time now behind the 30, and this has gone terrible. In fact, the play clock at 35, the game clock at 33, if they wanted, they could just let this thing end. But
Gulf Breeze called a timeout.
yeah, Gulf Breeze calls a timeout instead.
Timeout, Gulf Breeze. That's their last timeout of the half.
All right, so Jeff, I'm going to leave it up to you to do the math on this thing. Back, let's see, he's at the 32 and they got to get to the 8, so I guess that's not too bad, about 24 yards, 3rd and 24. I mentioned that that sack meant that they moved outside of the Synovus red zone. Do you know if that means we do get the money back for that mention?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
no, they're going to keep that in the bank.
All right, I got you.
You know,
Yeah,
they will.
the
keep it in
Synovus
Synovus
bank.
By the way, Braden Thiessen
Yeah.
on the sack right there for the Raiders.
All right, good job,
His
Braden.
opportunity.
That's, yeah, back-to-back big losses. 32.6 to go here in the first half, 8:46 p.m. the current times. About an hour and 10 minutes of game time out there. First half flew by. This one's a little bit slower, but it's been all Navarre going slower because they've scored so much. 3rd down, and as we said, 24.
If Gulf Breeze scores here, remember what I said? 35-34.
35, yeah.
35-34.
Be an all-timer, that's for sure. But first they need to convert on a 3rd and 24. Not ideal. All right, Winkler has an open man. Nice play. And
look at him.
heck
You
of
got
a
to get
run
up.
out
You got
to
to
the
go.
18-yard line. That'll make it 4th down, and that's pretty much back to the original line of scrimmage. As you said, Jeff, though, the clock is rolling. They do not have a timeout, but we have a Raider who's injured.
That's Ryder Longo.
Yeah. And he's in a lot of pain, sure is. So he did. I thought he got down to the 18, more like down to about the 20. So he got 4th and 12.
So he is in the Synovus red zone.
He is back in the
Let's
Synovus
see.
red
Let's see
zone.
where he lands right here. It's upended.
Oh, yeah.
He's in there.
Yeah, sure is. Not even close, really.
Synovus going to make their money.
Yeah. And Longo's still out there.
Yeah,
He's really hurting. Ugh. Such a bummer. Their athletic training team out there, no doubt she is from Andrews Institute, providing athletic trainers to all high schools here in Northwest Florida. I used to work at Andrews, that's why I know that fact. Gosh.
Hate to see that.
Yeah, you sure do. He is in some significant pain.
Well, we got a second here. Let's get some scores in the area.
Oh, he's
good to see him walk off. That is
yeah,
awesome. Baker up 27-8 over Freeport. Pace now pulling away from Pine Forest, 28-6 in the third quarter. Tate now pulls ahead, gets the 2-point conversion, up 14-7 on Booker T. Washington. And Blountstown is, wow, 53-0 over Northview.
Holy cow.
That, folks, is a running clock. Milton 16-7 over West Florida at the half. And Crestview up on Escambia 14-0 at the half. Crestview might be one of the hottest teams here in the second half.
Yeah. All right, back here, 4th down and 12 as we're ready to roll here. Winkler, quarterback, and he may just throw to the end zone here. He will, and he's got a man, and he caught it. Touchdown, Dolphins. How about that? Miroski hauls it in. Folks, they had 3rd and 24, and they find a way to convert just before the end of the half. My goodness.
Trying to tell you.
You called it.
Tried to tell you. Don't call it a comeback.
Don't go anywhere.
That was a great drive. I mean,
Sure was. Best drive of the night by a long shot.
yeah, not a lot
Great
of time
pass, too,
left.
by the way.
Man, it came to a point where you thought they were trying to run the clock out.
Yeah.
Let's not give the ball back and turn it into some points.
Yeah, when Coach Harris called that timeout, honestly, I was pretty surprised by that. It was 3rd and 24 when he called that timeout. Then they run back-to-back huge plays. Not only convert, they score. Going to go for 2 here. And Winkler going to try and break free himself, but pulled down from behind. And that's a fine play there from number 41. That's Braden Thiessen who makes the tackle. But the Dolphins get the touchdown.
Thiessen gets another tackle. He's got a sack. I don't believe that was not a sack. But how about that?
That'll make it 34-6.
Great coverage in the secondary right there. Nothing doing, and Thiessen takes him down.
Okay. So with just a few seconds left, we will hold it right here and still have to get this final kickoff of the half. This is the Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair kickoff. And this time, for the first time, we're going to see Gulf Breeze kick it off. We'll actually see that again pretty quickly because Navarre won the coin toss and deferred. So they're going to get the ball right back to start the third quarter.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to talk to Coach Garrett Bagley as they go into half.
Yeah.
Interesting to see, obviously, your team being 0-7, and they haven't had a start like this all year.
No,
you know?
no.
And your rival, just everything that goes into it, the mindset and kind of how he feels they played. I mean, I feel like they played pretty darn well up until that drive.
That drive,
The defense gave up a little bit, but even more so, give credit to Gulf Breeze.
Yeah.
Not just folding, going down. I mean, everything was just against them.
Second quarter has gone poorly, and the whole season has. So that's a great point, Jeff. It'd be real easy for them to start phoning it in, but they're definitely not doing that. Here again, the Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair kickoff.
You saw Steve Nissen pop up.
Yeah,
football final.
yeah, that's right.
Little quick flash.
Going to keep it on the ground here. Don't want to give too much of an opportunity, but
Let
ultimately,
it go by everybody.
it just ends up right in the hands of Marquez, and he's going to try and do something as he gets out to about the 46-yard line, and there will be about a second or not. It actually runs out, so that is how the first half is going to come to an end. The Navarre Raiders have a huge half, 34. Gulf Breeze gets that touchdown with under 10 seconds to go in the half, and that's why they ended up with 6. But it really has been all Raiders tonight. Derek Diamond is our man on the field, and we're hoping here for him to have a chance to speak with Coach Bagley just before we go to our break. So we'll see if Derek's able to haul in that interview. I would think Coach Bagley might be willing to talk. As you said, Jeff, this has been the best start that his team's had all season, and on the night where they're playing a rival, but I don't think it's going to work out. So that said, we will step away and tell you that at this moment in time, huge night for Navarre, up 34-6. The halftime show coming up next.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Back here on Friday Night Rivals with Navarre Principal Casey Winfelder. Casey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for being here.
Absolutely. We always love coming out to Navarre. Navarre's up 34-6 here in the first half, so you guys obviously have to be pretty excited about that.
We are very excited about that. We're proud of our Raiders, and I tell them, rain or shine, we're very proud of you, but this is very exciting for us, especially on senior night.
Absolutely. And one of the highlights of coming out to Navarre, and I tell this to people who are just kind of casual fans of high school football, always come to a Navarre game because the student section, the band, the fans are always packed, loud, rabid. What can you say about the fan base here at Navarre?
We have amazing fans. As a matter of fact, right before we came out for senior night, we brought back a tradition from a while back, a tailgate, a little fish fry we called it, out by the flag in the courtyard. And all of our student body, those who wanted to join us, we had hot dogs and music and games, and it was just such a great time. And you can see they really showed up tonight, and they're chanting and cheering, and it's a full stand up there. So we're very proud of that.
Absolutely. And in closing, how have things been going on the academic side here in Navarre?
Pretty good as far as I can tell. Like we're rolling. It's starting the second quarter now. We've got a lot of students enrolled in our AP classes. Some of the highlights, some of the things that we really love about Navarre. We have a very prestigious chorus program here, a very hard-working NJROTC program. I could go on and on. There are just so many really great opportunities, but the number one thing that I love about our school is how inclusive it is. Everybody just is welcoming and warm and loves being here and loves being a Raider, and it's just something I'm really proud of.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Derek, thank you, and wonderful to have the principal. That was awesome. So let's also quickly give a shout out to a couple of very important students. You know, every single week we love to highlight the scholar athletes with the Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair Scholar Athlete. And what's really cool is our two winners every week are competing for a $5,000 scholarship from Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair. And tonight from Navarre High, we have Curtis Sanders, who has a 3.97 grade point average. And Curtis, you can see, is does track and field and weightlifting. So very cool. And, of course, football as well. We've been talking about Curtis all night here tonight. So way to go, Curtis. I mean, almost a 4.0. That is so impressive. And no doubt your future is very bright. And then for Gulf Breeze, you mentioned early in the game, Jeff, when we said Noah's efforts, we shouted out on the field. You said we're going to hear more about him, and we sure are, because he's our scholar athlete from Gulf Breeze. He's a football player, obviously, and also very impressive 3.48 grade point average. So way to go, Noah, getting it done in the classroom just like you are out here on the field. And certainly thanks again to Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair, who brings us that. And Jeff, before we go to break, I don't know if you've noticed, but all night my stomach has been growling. I'm starving.
I know what can solve that.
You tell me, bro.
Well, you should have had some Foosackleys down by the truck. You know, they sponsor us every single week, along with, the band concessions over there with the fried Oreos.
Yum.
You know what goes great with fried Oreos? Foosackleys chicken.
What doesn't?
I'm telling you, yeah, no kidding. But listen, Foosackleys, our crew gets here early and they stay extremely late. It takes so many people that you don't even see on the TV. We get the easy part of calling the game every time we show up.
This is hard work, Jeff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Anyway, our air-conditioned booth would say different. But anyway, all this stuff that makes this happen, the camera people, the setting it up, the truck, and all the things that you see that you don't see on TV, they have to be fueled somehow.
That's right.
You know what I mean? No matter what the weather, by the way, they're always here. And Foosackleys can fuel them. Listen, folks, it's football season.
Heck yeah.
You bring a tailgate pack. I don't know if they have a real thing. It's called tailgate pack. If not, they can go ahead and coin that one, take that one to the bank, the Synovus Bank.
Exactly.
But, listen, they do one thing and they do it well. It's chicken. They've got the crinkle cut fries. They got the toast. I love the toast. Put some of the foo sauce on there. But, you know, my favorite sauce is the jalapeno ranch. I say it every week. Been saying it for years now. Foosackleys is the way to go, folks. Listen, swing by. You got college football tomorrow. No matter where you're going, who you're watching, if you're going to someone's house, I promise you, if you bring the Foosackleys, you're going to be the favorite person of the party. You're going to get invited back. Or you just buy a tailgate pack and keep it for yourself.
Take it on home. Either way, you're the VIP. So.
Again, Foosackleys hooks us up every single week. We thank them so much. And again, go buy Foosackleys tomorrow and let them know we sent you.
Thank you so much to Foosackleys. We're going to go to break, but when we come back, as always, we're going to show you some highlights from some incredible plays last week at some other high school football games. Always fun. Stay with us.
I plan to go attend a four-year university for kinesiology, and after I get my doctorate degree, I want to go into physical training. I'm taking this NASM class so I can get my NASM, so I can get a registered personal trainer, and that'll get me closer and closer to the goal of ultimately being a physical trainer. I would love to thank obviously my mom and my dad, and 100% Ms. Rona, helping the admin office, and most of all my guidance counselor, Ms. Morin, for putting me into my NASM class and getting me on my right path to go into it.
Yeah, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank my dad, my aunt, my mom, my grandma, my grandpa. He's dead though. Everybody in my family, my sister, and especially God,
Hi, I'm Gary Winkler with Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair. At Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair, we understand the value of education and teamwork that is gained through high school sports. That's why we are a proud supporter of student athletes everywhere.
I would love to thank Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair for the opportunity to compete for Student Scholar Athlete of the Year.
Thank you, Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals. Don't let the roar of the crowd leave you with ringing in your ears. Noise-induced hearing loss is 100% preventable. Protect your hearing and stay in the game. The Reesburg Institute offers custom-fit hearing protection designed just for you. Stay in the game with your custom-fit hearing protection from Reesburg Institute.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Is Max Rebish. The long snapper is Kenny Jett. The kick is no good. It's blocked, but then caught by the Red Knights, and they find the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. Michael Henry got his field goal blocked, caught it, and said, look what I found. Touchdown. In one of the most bizarre football plays you will ever see.
48 yards per score. He's in motion again. They
Double
throw
throw
behind the line of scrimmage. Double pass. Looking deep. Prince Terrence has it. Give him his crown again.
Right from his own end zone. Pound's got to get rid of it. He does. Throws it long. Has a receiver. And it's a catch by Jackson. Quintrell Jackson. One man to beat. Oh, my goodness. The Golden Gopher.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Good evening and welcome back. Glad to have you with us here. It's the Pete Moore Automotive Team halftime report. The Navarre Raider Band has just now taken the field. We already heard from the sound wave from Gulf Breeze High. So you can see the score. It really has been all Navarre, 34-6 as the Dolphins scored just before the half. But there were lots of highlights in the first half, Jeff, and almost all of them came from the Navarre side.
Yeah, it was a 34-0 lead to start off, and man, oh man, it was rough to say the very least. You see right there, Roman Marshall getting creative, finding ways. He likes to run the football. 50 carries coming into this game. He is not scared to run it a little bit. Ben Eberhardt, though, getting on the board right there.
That was his first play of the game. Yeah.
Eberhardt, we've said his name a couple times tonight. But again, Navarre just matriculating the ball down the field, I guess would be a great way to say it. It's Connor Hamblin, by the way. Played a great first half.
Yeah.
Heck, just about anybody wearing that black jersey's had a great half. This was a fantastic pass, by the way.
Yeah.
Roman Marshall throws out to Marquez White. Just the uniqueness of it. And, well, look at there. Our scholar athlete, Curtis Sanders.
Yes, sir.
Getting in on the action a little bit. Almost finds a way to put it in the end zone. Marquez White goes in motion. Roman Marshall takes the snap and off his back foot. I thought it was an impressive throw.
Yeah, that
Just
was
kind of
good.
waiting for him to get open, and that was none other than Brody Powers. Beautiful throw for Powers. Way to settle down, catch the football right down, secure it. Marshall again looking. Across his body, not ideal, and the 2-point conversion goes for not this. Look at this.
That was something.
Holy cow, shot out of a cannon right there. And boy, easy touchdown for the Raiders, and this was when they were off to the races. Yeah. Once again, a high snap.
That was back-to-back sequences.
Yes. I mean, Gulf Breeze can't get anything going.
Beautiful play there.
Yeah, look at this. Just hold it
Marquez
up,
says, I'm getting this touchdown.
You gotta love it. Well, how about this? Allie Bryant checks in. Roman Marshall went down with an injury. Allie Bryant says, well, I can play a little quarterback too. Throws it right over the top for a touchdown. And that right there, Winkler. By the way, Winkler playing with an injury. We did not know that. Towards ACL twice. A little bit of a busted play right here. This is Gulf Breeze driving towards the end of the half. And all was bleak. 3rd and 24 when I believe it was after this play right here. I mean, clock running down. Gulf Breeze calls a timeout.
Right.
You just kind of feel like there's really no hope.
Totally. This was shocking.
Big play right here. Just getting some yards. That's Matlock. We talked about him having to get involved. And Gulf Breeze just finding a way to continue to move the sticks, possess the ball. And
that was 4th down.
Yeah, what a pass right there to Camden Borowski. Beautiful ball by Winkler. And that right there leads us to a 34-6 score.
A strong end to the half, that's for sure, but most of it dominated by Navarre. And when we have that 3rd quarter kickoff, it will be to the Raiders as they are going to get the ball first and a chance to add to the lead. Quick shout out before we go away. The Raider Teacher of the Year, Miss Lou Bernard, an ESC teacher, and she's a big leader on the campus. And the school-related Employee of the Year, Miss Jennifer Payton. Miss Payton, one of the most patient people on the campus. And again, shout out to both of them. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we're about ready to get things going here for quarter number 3.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Back here on Friday Night Rivals with Navarre head coach Garrett Bagley. Coach, your team's up 34-6 going into the second half. What do you guys have to do to keep the momentum going?
I think we just need to keep doing what we're doing. We need to do it a little classier, if you will. Got a lot of energy. We're playing well. We're executing. Just keep doing what we're doing.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Derek. Jeff, when he says classier, there were a couple of penalties there.
Some extracurricular activities.
Yeah, which isn't surprising in a rivalry game. They're certainly not the Beach Bowl, one of the great rivalries in the area. So, and I hear him. He's like,
I like you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're happy you're up and you want to win and everything, but at the same time you want to do it the right way. So.
For sure. The clock on the halftime show there actually is down to like 5 seconds, and it's frozen for obvious reasons. The Navarre band is still on the field and performing, so we're gonna. Oh, they've yeah, okay, that makes sense. It was stuck on 5, and then they've gone ahead and added a couple of minutes to which is pretty typical, but that's okay. So we'll continue to let the band do their thing while Jeff, we get ready.
Yeah, I do want to mention something while we have a second here. There's the yard lines and everything, they're all painted the same, except towards on the Navarre side over here, there's a number 10 that is yellow. You see it right there. Now, finding out, and crazy, this was, when I was graduating, and I remember this briefly, but, as a high school senior, you don't really pay attention to much of everything else going on.
Yeah, right.
There's a young man named Ian Lockwood. He had terminal brain cancer, and obviously the young man, he was a heck of a player for him. Like he was a great energy. Everybody loved him. He was, did all these things for the community. Like he was just a guy's guy. Volunteered for programs and everything. Like everybody knew who he was. He was just that high energy guy for him. And diagnosed with this brain cancer. And, well, he told the doctors, I still want to play football. I'm still gonna play football. Going through all this stuff, he was playing football. And, however, tests in September revealed the cancer had returned because he had he got cancer-free and felt like he was beating it. Well, he ended his football career at Navarre High, played his final game on October 8th. This is back in 2009, scoring the only 2 touchdowns of his career in a 49-20 win against Mill. What was crazy about it, too, Urban Meyer heard about all this, and so he had actually got the game ball in the Outback Bowl where Florida had won 37-24 over Penn State. And Coach Meyer, the MVP of Mod Black, they joined him at the press conference.
Yeah.
So Lockwood was there. They gave him the game ball in front of everybody. Obviously, a little bit later on, he passes away, just about a month after he accepted the game ball from Coach Urban Meyer at Florida. Just wild.
An incredible story, and what a testament that they continue to paint that 10 in a different color as a nod to that young man. Just an amazing story. We were curious, before the game, all of us were saying, what is that? Why do they do that? So we were lucky enough to have a conversation with the athletic director, who's always nothing but overly helpful here. And he broke the whole story down for us.
And, I'm missing some more details. I'm trying to get you as much as I can get out and remember to pay homage to him because, it's just, we take these things for granted, but the young man wanted to play football while he's going through all this.
It's amazing.
Just think about that as a kid, man. You're still a kid,
incredible.
Like you're in high school. I don't care if you're 18 or whatever. You're still a kid growing up, learning about life, and going through something like that. Man, what a story. The fact that he wanted to come out here and be with his guys, his brothers out there, and the community, the community continues to rally around. Yeah. And obviously, like you said, I love how they honor him right now, even today.
And the fact that he scores a couple of touchdowns in
his last game,
amazing.
That is wild.
Yeah, really something. Meanwhile, back here in the present, the clock has gone down, and
that's Beckett Smith. That's who we thought was going to start, by the way.
Yeah, Beckett was the noted starting quarterback, but Winkler is the one who did start. Now perhaps Beckett's going to get his opportunity in the second half. We'll see. Remember that the Navarre offense will be on the field first. We'll have to wait to get a confirmation on that until the Gulf Breeze offense gets out there. But right now it's Navarre, and they want to add to it. It's funny, Jeff, despite the fact that they had such a powerhouse first half tonight, that Coach Bagley and probably none of the Raiders were real pleased with the fact that they gave up that long drive and touchdown to end the half. Kind of a bitter taste to what otherwise was a terrific first half.
Yeah, Gulf Breeze just kind of ruining the fun for them.
Kind of, yeah.
Taking the wind out of their sails. No pun intended, I guess, for the Raiders. Listen, it's going to be interesting. I think it was huge, obviously, for them to go down and score. That just takes all the pressure off. You're already down 34-6. Right. You're 0-7. What do you got to lose? Yeah. Now just go out and have fun. I thought the goal from both teams.
For sure.
The way they drove down, they battled through a couple penalties. They battled through a couple, mistakes. And 3rd and 24.
3rd and 24. Touchdown.
It's not that. That's the Beach Bowl
That's
trophy.
The Beach Bowl
That's
trophy.
the second-tier trophy to the Friday Night Rivals trophy.
Yes,
By the way, Award Masters does a great job with
They're
the
awesome.
trophy. And it's better than that Beach Bowl trophy.
It is cool, though, that whoever wins this game, because we always put it on TV, does get like a double whammy trophy-wise.
Absolutely.
That is pretty good. All right, so here we go, ready to roll. Quarter number 3. Navarre having a big night. Both teams winless on the season. Both teams 0-7. Kickoff going to be fielded back at the 20-yard line. And a big hole. I mean, a big hole, and he may be gone. Oh, man.
That tackle
One
right there.
man to beat, and he was not able to do it. Gavin Sammons makes the tackle there as Marquez White was pulled down. I thought he was gone.
Well, there is a huge gap right here in the middle, and tries to cut around him. That's Chase Middendorf.
Was that
That's
Middendorf?
the kicker, Chase
Kicker
Middendorf.
made that play?
Let the kickers play.
Wow.
How about
Chase,
that?
well done. Chased him down. Yeah, I had it as Gavin Simmons.
Chase said, you know what, guys, I got this.
Yeah.
We're not
If
doing
no one
this.
else can do it, I guess I'll do it. Not easy to pull down. You mentioned that Marquez is probably the best player on the field tonight, so that was not easy, but it was pretty impressive. All right, here we go. So great field position here for the Raiders as they start at the 47-yard line. Keep it on the ground here, and oh gosh, I got a lot of room, and this is going to be a Pensacola State College 1st and 10, and then some, all the way down to about the the 26-yard line. By the way, you can see that Roman Marshall is back in, so that's good. The way he was holding his shoulder after he got injured, Jeff, I thought he may be in real trouble, but he's playing.
It looked like he may have had a stinger. Maybe he separated. He dislocated his shoulder.
That's what I was thinking.
But a stinger also in your shoulder when you get slammed down, it shoots down the side. If anybody's ever had a stinger, it is probably one of the worst pains. Oh, man, but hey, you know what? Tough guy right here, Roman Marshall, wanted to get back in there.
Yeah, and he was able to do it and had a nice play from scrimmage right off the bat. Ali Bryant came in to replace him late in the second quarter and did a fine job, led him to a touchdown. But it's back to Roman Marshall now, and going to keep this one on the ground. Getting some room out wide, out to near the 20-yard line is Curtis Sanders, and that's going to be just inside the Synovus red zone. So a quick start for Navarre here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, Navarre back to running the football a little bit more. Look, Roman Marshall is the running quarterback. Again, we talked about over 50 carries coming into this game. Curtis Sanders, I mean, that big offensive line kind of letting them go eat right here to start the second half.
2nd down and 4. This time, Roman's going to keep it himself and follow his blockers. And a fine job, gets it down to about the 10-yard line. So it's going to be a Pensacola State College 1st down. Not sure if it's 1st and goal or 1st and 10 as he's out to about the 10-yard line. We'll see. Designed run, I believe, on that one, Jeff. Marquez White was in motion.
We got a Raider down.
Yeah, we do. There's another look there. You can see Roman Marshall was keeping that all the way and did a good job following his blockers. Yeah, he got right to the 10.
Ooh, that's
might be
52. Yeah, it looked like a little cramp.
Yeah.
He was trying to stretch it out. That's Peyton Robinson.
Yeah. Oh, it is 1st and goal, so 1st and goal here. Didn't take long, remember. 1 minute and 17 seconds into the 3rd quarter here. And this is going to be, this is 1st and goal about as long as possible as the ball is on the outside of the 10. I mean, it's basically 1st and goal from about the 10-yard line and a foot. See if Roman Marshall can overcome that obstacle. This is good once again in motion, and this didn't take long.
Goes.
Touchdown, Navarre, and my goodness, folks, Marquez White. What a night he's having. Touchdown Raiders, and that took nothing at all. As they go up 40-6. And a chance to kick this extra point. Jeff, if they get this extra point,
don't say it.
They're up 35, and that would mean the
Oh,
clock
there you
would
go.
run.
All right, so the Raiders are going to go up 34. again, trying to get, we talked about this before, Marquez White, they're going to get the ball in his hands any way possible. He uses speed right there. Just a simple little handoff, and off to the races. Great blocking out front. Easy pickings for the Raiders.
Jack Byer now is on, and his extra points have been a little bit of an adventure tonight. He's converted them, but one hit the upright.
Tim Wakefield in it.
Yeah, 2 were knuckleballs that just were higher than the crossbar. I mean, just. Here we go. Oh, and this one is.
I told you. I knew it. You spoke it in existence.
This one is pulled left, and that's going to keep it at 34 points, so the clock will not start running here, but nonetheless a very big lead for the Navarre Raiders. We will step away when we come back. The Dolphins get the ball for the first time in the half.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, everybody, and you can see the Dolphins not except for that one kid. He's like Mr. Positive.
Yeah, but he probably had fried Oreos.
Yeah, that's
some
it.
Sackley's. We couldn't be mad at that.
Can't have anything to do with the fact that the game is just not going well for Gulf Breeze. It's been a real tough season for the Dolphins, that's for sure. Navarre, too. I mean, neither team's won a game.
It's a real tough season for both.
It has. But, again, Navarre's had a big lead a couple of weeks ago. They've played a very hard schedule. We thought maybe they were going to be a better team, and certainly that's been how it's played out tonight on the field. They've looked pretty darn good tonight, honestly. Marquez White has had a big night. We knew that he would. Roman has been very good in the quarterback position. And we may, once again, man, we have seen these kicks going out of bounds. And that's Meyer again. It's interesting. Jeff, you had mentioned that when we had Navarre a couple weeks ago, his extra points were looking really good. Tonight, they've been an adventure every time. And just now, when he kicked that out of bounds, he did something with his hands like as to say, I can't believe what's going on. So something is going on there. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Kick out of bounds, ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down, Gulf Breeze.
Our White Adams had it tonight.
Yeah,
he has had it with the kicks out of bounds.
Yeah, he's like, come on, that and the delay of games.
The crazy penalties going on.
That we never say and we've said all night.
Yeah, Meyer's a heck of a kicker, by the way. Like, obviously people that have never watched him and watched tonight say, you know what, shut up. You have no idea what you're talking about.
They were saying that anyway, Jeff, to be fair.
Yeah, well, the people that know me always say that. So, anyway, no, I'm wondering if maybe he's slightly injured. Something's going on.
Something's up, especially I wasn't here 2 weeks ago, but you were. And
their kicking game, punt, kick, I mean, they're fantastic.
No.
Not tonight.
No, it's been a struggle, and that one was pulled left, and that's got us to 40-6, keeping this on the ground. And a nice big hole, and off to the races he goes. Oh, my goodness, what a play from scrimmage for the Dolphins. Tyler Lynch takes it way down the field, and a huge start to the second half here for the Gulf Breeze offense.
Yeah, 6-foot senior coming in, running straight downhill. I mean, love it, old school style here. Watch this.
Yeah.
Cuts back, beautiful blocks, breaks the tackle right there, and is off to the races, finally gets caught.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. In fact, the chain gang just now catching up. They had to sprint down the field. They're going to keep it on the ground here, and here he comes again. And Lynch again with a nice carry. So he's making a statement for himself, that's for sure here. Nice big gain there for Tyler Lynch, the senior running back, as he picks up another 8, second down and 2, inside the Synovus red zone.
How about that? Just some tough running.
No doubt.
Nothing special about that. Just getting downhill.
And I will guarantee you Navarre doesn't want to give up a touchdown. They're going to do everything they can to stop this, especially since they gave up a long drive to end the first half. And again, Lynch gets the call. And this time around, oh gosh, great effort there from Lynch, but ultimately he is pulled down by number 90, and I know that you love Bryce Wheeler, and he makes a big play there.
I just love the energy Wheeler plays with. I mean, obviously Wheeler knows they need a play to kind of slow down the momentum right here, and look at him. Just manhandling. So
that's going to make it third down and a couple here. basically did get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't really lose anything there, which was a heck of a nice effort because he was in some trouble. But it is third down now. Meanwhile, Middendorf is keeping his leg loose as he thinks he might get a chance to kick. And I don't know if he got it. That's going to be real close.
Half yard short.
Yeah, the Navarre D is stiffening up here, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Yeah, you see the chippiness.
Yep. Don't want to give up if you're Navarre. Don't give up a penalty now and give them the automatic first down. Look at this guy, the showman.
You not entertained? Paul Wilton. Referee telling him to get off the field. He's like, what do you want me to do, huh?
It is fourth down and 1, by the way. So big moment here as it's go for it time for Coach Harris and the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think probably going to run the football.
Yeah. Big play. High snap.
Little option play. He's got
and
it.
he sure does.
Well,
Winkler keeps it himself there and gets down to the 10-yard line. So this drive will continue, and that's the second fourth down conversion inside the red zone for the Dolphins in as many drives.
Yeah, love the play call here. Hey, we're just going to hope this one thing works. No option gives you some, well, of course, options.
Yes, it does.
And Winkler takes it himself.
Okay. So it's first and goal. And this, too, is right at the 10. It's exactly the situation Navarre was in a moment ago. They had no problem getting in the end zone. Dolphins would love to return the favor. Oh, no, the high snap is way over the head, all the way back to the 30. Winkler will fall on it at the 36-yard line. A disaster.
Man, oh, man. I mean, it's the second time we've seen the snap over Winkler's head. Big moments, and none bigger than right there, driving down the field, everything going Dolphins' way.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Although worth noting, as the first half ended, this is about where they were on third down and 24. They had to get to the 8. They didn't get all of it in one play. They got about 20, and then they ended up scoring on the next play, so I wouldn't count them out.
What you're saying.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Maybe it was by design?
We'll see.
It was not by design. Let's not get crazy.
All right, second down and long. Get back at the 36-yard line. This time the snap more manageable. Going to throw over the top, but the receiver not on the same page. That was Kai Cal, who stopped running, and Winkler was throwing over the top. So that'll make it third and forever.
Yeah, miscommunication right there. Winkler thought Kyle was going to take off, and he stopped.
So that'll make it third down now. And long, as they are at the 36, and remember, it's end goal. They have to score. Yikes.
You don't have to say it like that.
Well, you know, it's funny. I kind of forgot it, and I'm like, oh, no. Where are the markers? Third down and goal from the 36-yard line. Oh, you know what would be interesting? Hang on. Let's going to be completed. And down to the 25-yard line. So now that kind of takes away what I was going to say. But if that was incomplete and it would have been fourth and goal from the 36, I was thinking, have we ever seen a team punt when they had an end goal situation? That would be incredible.
Get out of here. By the way, if you're wondering at home, Gulf Breeze' longest field goal of the year. They are 1 of 1 for 23 yards.
All right, well, this is a lot longer.
It's a little bit longer, okay? Don't get too dramatic.
This would be a 43-yarder.
So just a little bit.
Everything's relative, as Mr. Einstein taught us. All right, fourth down now and a goal. So
they got 5 seconds of the play clock. They got to go.
Yeah. Down to 2, and it looks like they're going to ultimately call a timeout here with 5:33 to go. Is that what happened? Yeah, they called the timeout.
Timeout, Gulf Breeze. That's the first timeout of the half.
Gulf Breeze has called their timeout. We will step away. When we come back, it's fourth and goal from the 26.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
right, welcome back, everybody. It is 4th and goal. And again, a long way away here for the Dolphins as they're back at the 26. Winkler will throw it over the top to the end zone and incomplete. So a very promising drive for Gulf Breeze. Got them all the way down to a 1st and goal situation. But they are unable to capitalize. That high snap, Jeff, that was the difference.
Yeah, it took them completely out of their rhythm, took them completely out of their 1st and goal situation.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. I mean, again, Gulf Breeze going into the half, that drive they had was special.
Yeah,
and that drive right there, I mean, they were figuring some things out. Much different looking team.
Totally. Yep.
But all for naught.
Yep. And we've seen, I mean, they've had a couple of high snaps, and they cost them big yards both times. So that's going to put the Raider offense back on the field. Roman Marshall, your quarterback, he's back out there. Marquez White is out wide on the far side. Keep an eye on him. 40-6, the current score. White is in motion. Oh, a late pitch, but well done, well executed there. That's a really nice play because that pitch was a little bit behind him, but good for Xylon Subido, who was able to haul it in. Wasn't an easy catch on that pitch.
By the way, it is now final. Louisville 24, Miami 21.
Boom! Louisville pulls the upset.
On the road.
Wow.
Those Friday night games at the Florida State fans, they're
Trap City.
I mean, they really are.
Wow, what a win for Louisville.
Miami goes down.
Incredible. My goodness. Okay, 2nd down now. And
Look at this.
Breaks
Look
out wide
at
here.
him.
Is this Subido again?
My goodness, it is.
Subido. My mercy. 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. You know, it's incredible. So Miami loses tonight. And then one of the other powerhouses in college football, talk about a trap game, UNC tonight could be in some trouble. I mean, you talk powerhouses. You
can't even keep a straight face when you say that to me. Who's coaching? Is it Belichick or his girlfriend? I'm just curious.
Oh, man, they are playing out west tonight. That game doesn't start until 9:30. So, all right, so I think this actually may now be the water break because we got that timeout a few minutes ago. But I think they're taking the water break now. So we're going to keep it right here, though, with 5 minutes to go.
Officials timeout, water break.
There you go.
Well, our Closets by Design School Spirit. I got some school spirit for you with some scores from around the area. Baker up big, 41-20 over Freeport in the 4th quarter. Tate and Booker T tied at 21.
Ooh, good game.
Yes, how about a good game right here? West Florida 14, Milton 13. Late in the 3rd, South Walton all over Wakulla, 35-14. Crestview 21, Escambia 6. That's the start of the 4th right there. Jay for Derek Diamond. I don't think he can hear me right now. His Jay Royals about to finish off South Choctaw up 13-0, and Mosley over Arnold 42-0.
Okay. Meanwhile, if you're into baseball, you may already know this, but the Mariners win tonight, go up 3-2 on the Blue Jays in the ALCS, and the Dodgers up 4-0 on the Brewers in the NLCS, and already up 3-0, so they're looking to clinch tonight. Back home here, and that ball is thrown a little bit low. Marquez White thinks he hauled it in and thinks he has 6, but the whistles are blowing, and he is frustrated because that ball hit the ground.
One more score for you. Pace 34, Pine Forest 12. That is a final.
Okay.
Speaking of that, check out Prep Football Final.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, for all those scores I mentioned, you'll see the ball hit the turf right here. But Steve Nissom coming up, as always.
10:15 tonight on WEAR. There's Mr. Nissom. So you've got the highlights from this game and all the games up and down the Gulf Coast. Jeff gives you these scores throughout the evening, and you're going to see the video to prove it all coming up later tonight. That's 10:15 on WEAR Prep Football Final. 2nd down and 10 now after the incompletion there. Sitting at the 47-yard line of the Dolphins are the Raiders. Roman throws out wide here, and another good play from scrimmage. And my goodness, the offense is on the move as Subido with another big play, and that's at Pensacola State College, 1st and 10.
Boy, Subido.
Yeah, he's
looking
coming on
good.
strong, isn't he? Sure is. It's a nice little 1-2 punch with he and Marquez White. Nice play here, too. Just get it to Subido and watch out.
Fake the quarterback run, little pitch out right there.
Yeah. All right, so down to the 33-yard line are the Raiders as they continue to move here with 4:18 to go, quarter number 3. They're up huge, as you can plainly see, 40-6. Roman Marshall, the quarterback, great to see him too. You know, he got injured first half, but was out for much of the second quarter, but back in now and looking just fine, so that's great. Nothing doing on that play.
Yeah, Dolphins get a stop, much needed stop, say the very least.
Clock continuing to roll. You know, Jeff, later, of course, we've got some awards. You talked about Awards Masters earlier with Big Trophy. That'll be one of the great things we'll give away, but we've got more than that. A few people in my mind right now as potential MVPs, so that'll be fun to see. You always pick that for us. I'll be curious to see where you land on that.
It's our Jeans floor covering player of the game. We got our Boutwell Air Masters sack of the game and our school bus stop of the game.
Yeah, always fun to catch those. So that'll be coming up after the game. Meanwhile, second down here, and Roman under some pressure now, coming back the other way. Good blocking from the offensive line, and Roman Marshall is just going to ultimately keep it himself. And boy, what a heck of an effort as he gets down to the 25-yard line. He ran 83 yards on that play and picked up 4.
And there's about to be 15 more tacked on.
Oh, really? Oh, I missed it.
A late flag came in.
Oh, okay.
Probably going to be unnecessary roughness or it'll be a personal foul. And that's, well, I just turned around and looked, and a Gulf Breeze player was on top of a Navarre player. Then a flag came in. So
gotcha.
I can only assume it'd be against the Dolphins
yeah,
here.
I see it now. Yeah, right there in midfield. All right, so get your official call here. Team from Miracle Strip running.
To the play, we have offset and personal foul.
Okay, there we go.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. He's like, I'm not going to say all this stuff.
Boy, I love it. He's just like, you know what? That's a waste of time. But you guys know what it is.
Yeah,
it's
we all
offsetting. We're done. We're done here.
Moving on. So the ball back now at the 29-yard line. Third down and about a yard. 3:10 to go. Quarter number 3. Go back to Thibodeau, and he's got another huge hole, and it'll be first and goal down to the 7-yard line, and he has turned into a powerhouse, having a heck of a second half, and had some nice plays in the first half as well.
Also, credit that offensive line.
Yeah.
That room to run. Watch them block right here, opening up that gap. Look, I mean, they're 10, 15 yards down the field, still blocking people.
Cylon Thibodeau, and it is first and goal from the 9.
First and goal.
For the Raiders.
It's like an echo.
I know, the PA guy.
Right in sync with you.
Yeah. All right, here we go. First and goal. Raiders would love to punch this in. Throwing it. Oh, a little. Are you kidding? A little hook and lateral trickery. Man. How about Coach Bagley calling that out of nowhere?
Pulled out a bag of tricks. They were trying to hook and ladder to Saban Jones. And it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Boom, boom.
Boom. Off to the side.
Yeah, he just couldn't haul it in.
Was it Kate Proctor for Alabama? That they've got a whole running system for him now. They threw him a pass a couple games ago.
Yeah.
Now they got him a package in the backfield.
That was cool. Yeah, right.
And he's an athlete. Yeah. I thought we were about to see it right there.
Yeah. Man, what a call. Wow.
That is a wild call.
All right, second down and 9.
So it was a catch and a fumble.
Yeah, catch and a fumble. It's interesting, too. It didn't look like the ball ever went out of bounds, but they blew it dead. And this time it'll be a touchdown the old-fashioned way. And Thibodeau getting in on the act now with 2:14 to go, and that makes it 46-6. So the Raiders go up 40.
And that is Thibodeau's first touchdown of the year. Came into this game, 6 carries, 19 yards.
Wow.
Way more than that tonight, folks. Forrest Jordan Associates. That's the generator, guys. Touchdown for Xylon Thibodeau.
I'd say it's a coming out party for Xylon Thibodeau tonight. He has looked darn good. All right, so now here's Bayer for the extra point to make it 47-6.
You're in the clear.
Yeah.
You're safe.
This clock is now running, of course, because they're up more than 35. And that was blocked, but right back into his hands. And Bayer's like, I'll just take it myself. He's having a rough night, but it's worth noting, you specifically mentioned he's actually really good. But just for some reason, something's not quite working tonight. Nonetheless, a huge lead here. There's another look.
So to give you an idea, Bayer comes in tonight, 10 of 10 on extra points, 3 of 3 on field goals with his long 43.
incredible.
Yeah.
So he has a 43-yarder, and he was 13 for 13.
100% kicking on the year.
Something's up. Yeah, something's up.
Something's up.
He may be hurt. Man. Yeah, that does not add up.
We're going to get the kickoff here, and that will be all she wrote for the third quarter.
Yep, because this clock is now running, of course. So this is a Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair kickoff. There's another look.
Oof, kicked it off the face of one of his guys.
Right off. It's like,
Ouch.
It's like come on, man. That'll look. Just boom. Oh, man. It's like, come on.
I believe that's where the defender was coming through to block, though. It looked like maybe he's like, hey, block it.
All right, let's see if we can kick this kickoff in bounds.
No, Navarre's not going to take the field in time.
Oh, they're not even going to have to. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, that's best for everyone. Anytime it turns into something like this, it becomes, let's just make sure no one gets injured. You know, let's just get the game over with. It's not happening tonight, obviously, if you're a Dolphin fan. And no reason to prolong it and run the risk of someone getting hurt.
They're going to roll them back off, and they're going to swap sides, get this thing rolling again.
Yep. So that is the end of quarter number 3, and just as it was in quarters 1 and 2, that one's all Navarre. Now up 46-6. The clock is running when we get back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
Good evening, all, and welcome back to the Beach Bowl. And this particular event has been all Navarre, as they are up huge at this point. Currently 46-6 here at the start of the fourth quarter, and we've been seeing them kick off all night long. The Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair kickoff. Another one coming here, and you see the clock. I mentioned the running clock. It's not currently running, but as soon as this kick starts, it will. And it only stops for injuries or timeouts at this point. Unless, of course, Gulf Breeze were to get the lead back under 35. Kickoff will stay in bounds. Right into the hands of Morosky, who's going to try and get out wide here. And he's got himself some room. Yeah, great run back. All the way to the 50. A very impressive run back there from Morosky.
That's another kicker tackle, by the way.
Yeah.
That was Byer on the tackle.
That's true. We've seen a couple of great ones. Lindorf earlier had an awesome one when he stopped White, who seemed to be on his way to a touchdown. There are the info on the running clock. If one team's up 35, as we said, then the clock runs continuously and only stops for timeouts, injuries, and unsportsmanlike penalties. And we've actually had a couple of those, so that might come up. It does have to happen, by the way, in the second half. So, for instance, if a team's up 38 and second quarter, it's not a running clock until the second half starts, which obviously is the case here. All right, nice little throw over the middle. And there's a good-looking play there from scrimmage. And, you know, Jeff, you noted this, and it's absolutely true. That drive the Dolphins put together at the end of the first half, and then the drive they started with here in the second half that ultimately they didn't score because of that high snap that ruined everything. They've turned things around. You know, it's hard to pinpoint exactly, but they looked like a different team since about 3 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, and it's real simple. I mean, I say it's simple. The play calling is simple. Obviously, executing is a little bit different. But I love, you know, it's the quick RPO. The, hey, you know, we can fake it here. We can give it here if we want. If not, we're going to pull it out. We got a guy. Look, you know Navarre's going to run that zone. And Gulf Breeze, those receivers are smart enough to settle down in that open space. And that is easy pitch and catch for Winkler at quarterback.
They keep it on the ground. And a nice little gain of about 3 there. That was Ramari McCray on the carry. It'll be second down and 7. We were discussing the different awards that we're going to be giving out at the end of the game during that last break. And Jeff, I think you've, barring something exceptional here in the last few minutes, I think you've honed in on our winners.
So my 35-34 is not going to happen.
Well, hold on. If that happens, I think it'll change our player of the game.
I think that would be illegal. How do you take points away?
You never know. You never know. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Winkler in real trouble here. He wanted to unleash that ball. It took a little longer than he probably should have. And Wheeler, your boy.
He's relentless. I mean, I enjoy watching him play just because of the energy he plays with. And even when there's a bad play, something happens, he still gets right back up and he tries to rally the troops. And again, just think about how hard it is. Both these teams coming in here 0-7. Just play with some passion and play with some pride. You see him fight through the block right there, never gives up. I believe that's his 10th or 11th sack on the year.
And by the way, he is a junior, so he's coming back next year. That's certainly good news for Raider fans. Third down now, and 12. Got to get down to the 28-yard line. All right, Winkler again wants to buy some space, and yeah, he tries to stay behind the line because he wants to throw to the end zone. He does, and he is, yes indeed. Heck of an effort there. Caleb Carter hauls it in, and it's going to be first and goal for the Dolphins. A heck of an effort there for Winkler.
Just the concentration to catch that football with the defender draped all over him.
And I tell you what, I was impressed. Look at how Wheeler stopped before he crossed the line. He knew he was about to and pulled back.
Yeah, Winkler takes that step right there.
Yeah.
How about that?
First and goal right at the 10-yard line now. Remember, the Dolphins had this same scenario a few minutes ago, and we got the snap over their head. They lost 25 yards on a single play. That one was a high snap as well, but Winkler able to pull it in. Perhaps he was ready for it. This time he picks up a couple. It'll be second and goal. It's almost like, Jeff, he knew the risk and was prepared for it.
Yeah. You see the smile
He's
on
smiling,
his face.
yeah.
He avoided disaster
Ooh,
with that
one-handed, yeah.
That's impressive. Athlete.
Big-time athletic play there. Golly, that was a near disaster, though.
It's always happened when Gulf Breeze has started getting rolling. They start to build a little momentum, and then there's been that high snap.
Yes, yeah. Yep. Second down and goal down at the 8-yard line now. Dolphins see if they can punch this sucker in here. Amari McCray in the backfield. Another high snap, but again handled. And this time McCray will not get in. Boy, it looked like he had the greenery in front of him, but a fine play there at the last moment, and able to stop him there is number 4, Zeke Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess, heck of a player in that secondary. He can pick them off with the best of them, but watch him come up here.
Man,
has to make the tackle.
Yeah, I thought that was a touchdown.
Don't like that he ducked his head. Don't like to see that, but nonetheless, he hung on.
All right, third and goal down to the 4-yard line now, and the Dolphins, you can bet this is 2-down territory if they need it. Play clock at 17. 6:40 to go as this quarter continues to fly. The clock is currently running. That may change if Gulf Breeze gets into the end zone. And a fine defensive play, but there is a flag. So that's going to be a pass interference, and that's going to be a first and goal. I think he accidentally turned the mic off.
He just decided.
Yeah, probably.
We're good.
All right, so the pass interference is called there. We know that. And
should be an automatic first down.
Yeah, down at about the 2-yard line now at this point.
Third down.
It looks like we have.
Excuse me.
Oh, it is third down. Okay.
And we got a water break.
Yep, we've got the water break. With exactly 6 minutes, we'll step away. When we come back, it's 3rd and goal.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
All right, exactly 6 minutes to go in the game. It is 3rd and goal coming off the pass interference. The Dolphins get a couple of yards, but they don't get the automatic first down. 3rd and goal. High snap again. He's able to pull it in, and he's in trouble. And my goodness, Winkler has been having to deal with these high snaps all game. 3 times on this drive. He's made great plays, but it's 4th and goal. Man, they watch this.
You just can't get anything going with it. Just look, it's
the
going to be
timing.
a handoff.
Yeah.
It disrupts everything.
Yeah, it's all timing. All right, so they lose about 4 on that play. Now it's 4th and goal as the clock rolls here. And you know Gulf Breeze wants to punch this in, but now again they find a 4th down situation. They have scored touchdowns, or rather a touchdown on 4th down tonight. They had a 3rd and 24. Ended up getting a touchdown on 4th down. 5 minutes to go. Winkler going to throw the end zone, and is it? No, it's not caught. Ball hits the ground, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And the Raiders get the stop. You know they didn't want to give up that touchdown, and they found a way to stop it there as the Dolphins walk off the field, and here comes the D.
Yeah, he's going for Matlock right there. Underthrows it. It's kind of like a perfectly thrown ball, though, because if he throws it higher, it's going to hit the defender in the back.
Yeah.
Matlock can't hang on.
Nope, couldn't pull it in.
Tough play.
So this clock just keeps on rolling. 4:25 to go. And good news if you are, and I think you are, if you're watching us, a high school football fan, because this game will most certainly end before 10:15, which means, of course, you're going to be able to catch all the prep football final tonight.
And Allie Bryant will check in at quarterback for the Raiders, and in the backfield with him is Hoyt Gurney, number 23.
Bryant came in late in the 2nd quarter.
Good touchdown pass.
When Roman got injured, and even before the touchdown pass had a couple of runs from scrimmage that looked really good. You mentioned 2 weeks ago when we were here, he was the starter, so he's not the typical backup. He's gotten some run this season.
There's something about the football he's showing them, like, hey, he's scratching the football.
It's interesting because it's a running clock, and they're just like having this conversation about whatever this is. So
it has been an interesting night.
No doubt. This is a more appropriate for Halloween night situation.
Yeah.
Keeping it on the ground. We will, by the way, be on the air 2 weeks from tonight, Halloween night. That'll be the last game of the season. First time ever, I believe, that prep football, Friday Night Rivals has ended in October. That's the way the calendar's set up this year. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, we'll be at Pensacola Catholic to end the year. Next week, we've got a big game. We'll get to that after this play.
Okay. That was also a little bit of a high snap.
Yeah.
They keep it on the ground. Gets to the 9-yard line, and might have lost a couple there. So it's going to be 3rd down now and 8. Go ahead.
Next week, we'll be at PHS for West Florida at Pensacola High School. And, boy, the Jags trying to pull the upset tonight, I believe, against Milton.
Yep, looking forward to that. There you can see. Tonight was a 7:30 p.m. start. Next week, we're back to 7 o'clock. I know that's frustrating every week to have to wonder what time the kickoff is, but it's a county-by-county situation. Different counties have different start times. And then Catholic, of course, in Escambia County, but it's a private school. They play by their own rules, and they usually start at 7:30.
Hey, and you went there, so you
yeah,
can say
I can
that.
say it. Yeah,
We play by our own rules.
I'm a Crusader. 3rd down and 7.
Big 7:30 guy, huh?
From way back. That's a hill I will die on. Nice run here out to about the 16-yard line, but had to get to about the 18 to get the first down. So it's
close.
Going to be 4th down. There's a flag on the field, so we'll see what that is here as the clock continues to roll. And if he's close enough to get it, then they can go into victory formation.
Unnecessary roughness.
Defense.
Be a first down.
So there you go. That's going to end the game because now Navarre can simply go victory formation, run a couple of snaps, and we can call it a night and get ourselves some awards. Got a big trophy from Award Masters, of course, coming up. And there's a double trophy. The Beach Bowl, always they have a trophy that they go back and forth.
Well,
Navarre, this will be the 4th straight win for Navarre over Gulf Breeze.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a bright spot for Coach Bagley and his squad. Obviously in this game 0-7, it's been a tough year. Just again, we've said it over and over and over again. Here's the tough part: they've got Pace on the road, and they got to go to Niceville as well the next 2 games. That's not easy at all.
Very tough.
We've seen Pace. Pace has just continued to roll, and Niceville has picked it back up. By the way, they have gotten some momentum. They lost by like 5 or 6 to Mosley last week. I mean, they gave Mosley everything they wanted. So again, tough sledding. But for Gulf Breeze, they will go to Mosley next week, and they'll be back home to finish the year off against PHS.
Fine clock management there means that Navarre will not have to snap the ball again if they don't want to, and I can imagine that they want to, as we're under 30 seconds to go. The play clock's at 29, the game clock's at 25, so that will be the last play. And yeah, Navarre is going to move now to 1-7. The Dolphins, though, will fall to 0-8. And you mentioned, Jeff, off the top that this was for both teams maybe the best chance yet left, I should say, to get a win. And Navarre gets it done.
Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, both teams play some good schedules, and it just does not get any easier moving forward. So
no, it doesn't. But it's a big night here at home in the Beach Bowl for the Navarre Raiders. Your final score: Navarre 46. The Dolphins of Gulf Breeze 6. And you can see that the Raider faithful are storming the field. We are going to step away, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got lots of trophies and awards to give away. Stay right here.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we're back. The game's over. Navarre, the big win, 46-6 over Gulf Breeze as they move to 1-7. Gulf Breeze falls to 0-8. And Jeff, in a moment, hopefully we're going to be able to give the trophy to the team. But first, you've got some specific personal awards to give out.
Yeah, we've got 3 awards. Let's start with the first one right here. It's the school bus stop of the game.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
All right, so Middendorf this time is under huge pressure. That is blocked, and this could be 6. It will be.
They had dropped back and kind of returned.
All right, so
Moses comes flying in with a touchdown, but I believe that was Ben Eberhardt that got the block right there. It's tough to get the number, but kind of just set the tone for how the game was going to finish up. You know, obviously Navarre was only up 2 scores right there, goes ahead and makes that 3. But again, that's our school bus stop of the game. Flying through right there, bam! Just kind of told the story of how it was going to go tonight. Well, you know what? We also got a couple more awards. Our Boutwell Air Masters sack of the game. Check this one out right here. You know, we have a few to choose from.
Yep.
And, you know, it was a tough night for Winkler. Winkler battled all night, did all he could, and just, you know what, the decision to pull that down, probably a pretty good one.
Agreed.
But again, the Raiders defense, they stood up when they needed to. They played well in a couple drives right there, but just relentless. And you look, you see 4 or 5 black shirts, and that's what you like to see for Coach Bagley, especially when your team has struggled all year long. You find a way to get the Boutwell Air Masters sack of the game. Just tough night for Gulf Breeze, but I will say, Mr. Winkler, you played a heck of a game, young man battling out there. But you know what? We got to move on to our final one, our jeans floor covering player of the game. Christian, we went back and forth talking about this.
Yep.
And it was multiple players, about 3 or 4 players, but we had to give it to Roman Marshall. He just battled. Remember, he got hurt. He came out. Allie Bryant threw that touchdown over the top. He comes back. Roman Marshall battled all night, got the ball out quick, just didn't turn the football over. He was really the guy that his team needed him to be tonight, the general out there running this offense. He can run it. He can throw it. He's just a pure athlete. And for the senior out there going out in his last Beach Bowl, you just see the tough running. I mean, this is what he's been for Navarre all year. Yeah, the record shows that they didn't have any wins up until tonight, but just real smart, real heady player, and found a way to get the ball to his playmakers all night. And when his team needed him to step up and make a play, he did. Roman Marshall, young man, you are jeans floor covering player of the game.
And I'll tell you what I love. First of all, congratulations to all of them. Meanwhile, it's been fun to watch out on the field. You know, moments ago, the Raiders celebrated the Beach Bowl. There's a trophy there that you can see they're already holding it. But that's not the only trophy they get. They knew where our crew was. They knew where Derek Diamond was. There you can see Devin, who's a part of our crew. She's wearing the red hat. And there's Derek with his mic. We're still waiting on Coach. But the whole team went sprinting down to end up in a good spot for us. So we still need Coach, though. If we don't have Coach, it's hard to give away that award.
Coming.
But
there he is.
Yeah, he's walking into scene now. So that's awesome. Good for them for hustling. Good for them for getting that win. And let's go now down to Derek Diamond.
Here with Navarre head coach Garrett Bagley and the victorious Navarre Raiders. Coach, what was the biggest key to victory in your win tonight?
Just playing with passion. The boys came out confident and just executed with passion and energy. And yeah, that's what you get.
This being, one of the biggest rivalries in the area in high school football, with it being the last home game of the season on senior night, what does this victory mean for you and your team?
It's special for us, the school, the community. There's a lot of people that love coming out to this game and supporting these teams. So, it's just great for the community.
Not only do you guys keep the Beach Bowl trophy, we give you guys the Award Masters trophy for Friday Night Rivals. Congratulations, guys. That's back to you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Navarre, Coach Harris, and great job by Derek Diamond all night, who had several interviews for us and brought us some good stories. So it was a fun game, I guess, unless you're a Dolphin, where it didn't work out for them tonight. They've had a tough season, and no doubt they'll get things turned around soon enough. But tonight, it was the Raiders who win the 4th Beach Bowl in a row. And, Jeff, I guess we'll mention one more time quickly that we've got Prep Football Final, which starts in 5.5 minutes with Steve Nissom. And next week, I know you're excited about our game.
Yeah, West Florida PHS. Should be a lot of fun, but You know, we talk about all the games and the scores and everything. Prep football fun. I got to check it out. That's a godsend, you know, for what NISM does over there. So go check them out. You got time, and make sure you tune in next Friday.
Yes,
It
sir.
should be a fun one. West Florida versus PHS. Man, oh man, I'm excited to get to that one.
So hopefully you'll be there with us 1 week from tonight. In the meantime, we will say thank you so much for watching. We very much appreciate that. For Derek Diamond, for Jeff Price, and myself, Christian Garman, and the entire Friday Night Rivals crew, we thank you very much. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you 1 week from tonight.
They can't stop what they can't hold. Can't rock where they can't go. Can't top what just can't block, cause I know the things they can't know. But listen, we're in my position. You gotta go take yours on a mission. With every decision, it's like with a great yo. And I ain't gonna let it go to me, dog. Now picture me fall to the wayside where I can't slide to the point where it really in my face. I'm not looking for sympathy or empathy in my frenzy. It's me against that world, cause the world seems to be against me. I'm rolling. And they ain't gonna roll over me cause I'm going. Taking everything that I see and that's sold to me, you know it. You know that I'm gonna rise above, I'm showing. The word that I was put here to do the things that you know it's me. Against the world, I got my life, I got my girl. It's what I need, it's what I want. You wanna try me, well here it go. Yeah, you know it's me. Against the world, I got my life, I got my girl. It's what I need, it's what I want. You wanna try me, well here it go.
Closed captioning for Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Baptist Healthcare.